Hello, welcome to episode. Ashla put 7, 5. I don't know, 6. Welcome to episode.
We're just
6.
glad to have you here.
Happy to, yeah, just happy to be here. Let's get right into the game, huh?
Yeah.
So, our unnamed group of adventurers. Hang on. Have you guys picked a name for your party?
No.
No,
We've
we don't
literally
need a
been
name.
together in game for like a day.
A day and a half.
Day and a half? Okay, well,
Guys,
I
we're
know
never
it's been-
leaving each other.
I know it's been 12, 14 weeks, but
I'm going to marry each and every one of
Only
you.
been a day.
we'll have to start angling towards that. So our group of adventurers, if you will, have been residing in the little village of Hummelbank for apparently about a day. There's been some drama. There was a murder, which you guys looked into and kind of solved, sort of. I'm sure you tried your best. But you were able to prove that you didn't do it, which is important. And you rooted out, if not the killer, some spies who were working for an old cult operating out of this area. And you found proof that this cult still exists. You were able to identify one of its agents and followed him out of Hummelbank through the night into the marshlands. And it was kind of an unpleasant trek that eventually took you to an old fortress called the Moat House. As the morning sun rose on this ruined keep, you were assailed by a group of giant frogs and maybe made a little more noise than would be hoped for. You know that your quarry, the dwarf Zethwith Beringerson, came through here. So you entered into the Moat House and found the place to be a complete ruin, much as you expected it to be. It was a 10-year-old keep meant to enslave Hummelbank and the surrounding regions, and it was pretty thoroughly sacked a long time ago. You found that there are some large, unpleasant fauna still living here, though, including a giant spider, which you evaded, and
He was nice.
a couple dozen rats that look quite hungry.
Oh, no.
You've seen signs that there may be traffic in this place, humanoid traffic, and recent, but you have not yet located the dwarf who you've come here to recapture. In the course of your exploration of the first floor of the Moat House, E3 may have stumbled into a snake's den. A very, very large snake. About 16 feet long, and suddenly awakening at a sound E3 made in the hall. And that's where we are now picking up with you guys. Right. Hang on, let me get a better view there.
Guys, I don't do well with snakes.
No, you
No.
don't.
No.
You could just stay back a little bit. It's all good.
When,
And-
when you say you, do you mean you or do you mean your character?
The character,
Okay.
as going by the first encounter
Yeah, no,
we
that's
had
fair
with
enough.
snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Could I get you guys to roll initiative for me?
Can I move
Yes,
my token beforehand?
Yes, that's right. I was controlling Therithiel, and I didn't really keep up on where he would be positioned.
Okay, I would be right there.
Okay. Kind of in a place where you can see out the arrow slit, out into the courtyard, and down the corridor.
Yeah, keep eye on both groups because we kind of have two groups going there.
Okay. And just a reminder, most of this area is dimly lit. There's sunlight pouring through the arrow slits and the open doors, but otherwise, and there's little bits of light passing through the ruined ceiling. Remember,
Laughing?
you have to have your
Literally me
token
last time.
selected when you roll initiative, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn
You have
it.
to
God
click
damn it. God damn it.
Hold on, how do
Now
I
you're
roll
gonna roll a one.
initiative? I forgot.
Click your token, and then
Did I click my
it's above
token?
HP on your sheet next to armor class.
Yeah, I got it.
No, it looks like Elowin has not been added to initiative.
Does that
No,
work?
because I didn't click my token. And I got like half of what I did before.
No, you can change it to the first number.
How do I do that?
What was the first number?
20.12.
Look at Dracon, man. That super
Mm.
fast for an old man.
I was literally Cora last week.
I am very
Last time.
dexterous, so. But you go just before me.
I don't know what to do.
Shoot it.
I can't
Well-
see it from where I'm at.
Yeah, true.
Nuke it
I
from
have
orbit.
this full round to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Did E3 call back and say there was an actual snake there, or has he not said anything
So,
yet?
Not
the
yet.
last thing that happened
Yeah, we
was
haven't reacted.
I called Cora and Dracon towards me. There was a conversation about whether lights should be cast, and then I turned around and saw a snake.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So reaction is still pending.
The snake beat us by 0.001.
Oh no!
Its dexterity is 1 point higher. That's the tiebreaker dexterity. Let me just move this so people can see the initiative. That's going to be pretty tiny.
Maybe getting eaten.
Well, worse news maybe. As the snake
It's not.
kind of looms up, you hear a large rattler start rattling from its tail.
Oh,
From its
Okay.
okay.
I thought you were gonna say there's two snakes.
That would be pretty terrible.
Oh!
No.
Genuinely, if I was
Avoid.
first in initiative, I was gonna like move forward one space and peek my head round just to make sure.
Avoid being bitten at all costs.
So E3, like, you're kind of taken a little bit by surprise, still kind of like staring at it a little bit wide-eyed as it looms up and starts to slither.
What
Kind of curious.
Lighting situation in here? Is
Dim. It is dim light.
how does that affect attacks and stuff?
So
I guess at melee range it doesn't.
I think it. Hang on. I think
Sorry.
dim light is. Oh, of course. Light, maybe. Vision and light. Let me take a quick peek. Dim light. An area of dim light is about. Let's see. It doesn't say what the mechanics of it are. Dang it.
Hold on, let me see. Dim light.
It is not heavily obscured.
I think it only gives you disadvantage on
Perception.
checks, but if
That
it's dim
could
light,
be.
I'm not sure. I know light. That's what lightly obscured does. I presume it's the same.
Yeah, I would treat it as lightly obscured.
So disadvantage on perception checks, but no other.
And according to the, if you have dark vision, you see in dim light as though it were bright light.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
So those of you with dark vision, you can see just fine. Those of you with regular vision, bad luck. Okay, so it moves, it kind of slithers forward and is like moving its giant head in to look right at E3 in the face. That rattler is kind of shaking like crazy behind it. Its tail rattling, I should say. And for a moment, E3, you're kind of just like immobile. And then it suddenly lashes out at you.
Oh no.
That's a lot of dice. What's going on?
Does 10 hit
Buzz.
you?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
That
So
would have killed you.
you get, you were holding your weapon at the moment, right?
Yep.
You're able to get it up and like into its mouth for a moment, and it just kind of snaps around, a little bit of spittle like splashing onto you as you throw it off with your weapon. Therithiel. At this point, I would say you are aware of what's going on to the south.
If I could, as a reaction, like this doesn't really count, but can I yell, "There's a snake! Help!"
Yes.
Just so that everyone who is out of vision is now aware.
Considering I can't really see right now.
Yeah, that's what
Where
I'm
I'm
thinking.
like around the corner.
I want to at least get people's attention to come and help me.
What you doing, Therithiel?
I will stay put where I'm at, and I will fire an arrow with my longbow.
Okay.
Nice.
25.
25.
That will hit it. So it moves in for a second snap at E3, but your arrow catches it kind of right in the side of its head and knocks it back, the momentum pushing it away from E3, and it kind of slams into the wall instead, taking 7 points of piercing damage.
5, 6, 7. Is that? Okay. And I will move up a little bit.
Note that there is a lot of like that shot couldn't really be a killing shot because there were just, you know, the hallway's a little crowded.
Right.
You don't have a clean
Everyone's
shot
ahead
at
of
it.
me.
Yep.
Well, I was assuming since E3 kind of pushed it up, it was above everyone's.
Yep.
head.
It was kind of a shot of opportunity a little bit, but
Right.
just letting you know that it's a crowded corridor.
And I will end my turn right there.
Okay. Dracon.
Hello. I would like to. Give me 2 seconds. I would like to cast Chromatic Orb, choosing fire damage.
Okay. And what does this casting look like as you do this? And spell, of course.
What do you mean?
What does it look like? I want to know what this all looks like.
Just like, kind of like, I don't even know what that cartoon is. You know where he does the Kami Blodgy Blodgy half thing? Dragon Ball Z?
Kamehameha?
Kamehameha.
that thing that I've never seen in my life.
Dukin.
Yeah, I just like,
Yeah, I know of it.
I like spin my hands like this, and like a ball just like appears, like a perfect
Like
circular
a ball bearing.
Like quite big, like a baseball shape, I'd say.
Okay.
And then it just shoots forth from my hand.
Okay. And it's like shimmering through different colors, red and gold and blue and green. But as it's about to strike the snake, it settles in a red color.
Yes, that doesn't count because I don't have a level 2 slot.
8.
So let me do it again.
Well,
No,
I mean, it's still the same to hit roll. It's just the damage.
Oh, okay.
It would have been 11 damage instead of 14. That's what the 3 was the extra slot. Unfortunately, 8 does not hit. The little red orb sails just past the snake as it's moving, still kind of thrashing about after the pain of the arrow striking it. The little orb does illuminate the chamber behind it for just a moment before striking an old moldering tapestry that burns away into ashes in seconds. Elowen.
I'm just.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna stay there. I was just gonna say so.
Okay. Elowen.
Okay. So I'm gonna move to about here, and I'm gonna get out my javelin,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try and take a shot.
Now, do you know the range on your javelin?
Yes. It's a 30.
Perfect. You're exactly 30 feet from it.
So I'm gonna try and take a shot.
17.
17.
Okay, you rush into the hall, taking out a javelin, like taking in the scene before you, this massive snake, the immediate peril. I would say, given your background, you would recognize, even if not the specific type of snake, it's a venomous snake, not the kind of thing you should be fighting. So you hurl the javelin, or rather, I should say, not the kind of thing E3 should be fighting. The javelin strikes it, though it's mostly a glancing blow as it takes 3 points of piercing damage. It's just kind of stuck in the side of the snake, further angering it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. E3.
Does the I presume the snake has reach. Does
It appears
as
to.
It attacked me, but it was yeah, okay. So
Don't do it.
no, I'm not going to. So Ithri's gonna start. He's gonna take a wide stance and start swaying and swinging his hammer back and forth in like a snake charming motion. And I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Interesting. Interesting.
And I'm gonna cross my fingers.
Junko is up. She's going to move over here behind Elowin, taking sight of that snake. Let's take a look at what she's got here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. That was what, 20 feet of movement?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's going to move past Elowin. But that's 30. Is that close enough? Frack! We take another look at her, because that's not gonna work. Oh, you were supposed to get closer.
She also has a bow, I believe.
Yeah, she does. I guess she's going to... Oh, man. Okay, sorry. I'm backing it up a little. Not my character. I'm still learning. She's going to stop here and use a bonus action to hide. Which, of course, fails. So when she moves around the corner with the short bow to try to take a shot, it will not have sneak attack. Sorry, Ava. I tried. The arrow still hits it, though. And it hits it just below the jaw, kind of in the throat. It takes 8 points of piercing damage, even without sneak attack. That seems to hurt this giant rattlesnake pretty badly. It's now thrashing around, like slamming its head against the walls, like trying to back away, back into the larger open room. Cora, what would you like to do?
She's gonna look at Ithri and kind of, guess we're not gonna run up and fight this snake. And she's gonna just pull out a dart from her pack and go, "Baya!" Try to hit it in the eye or something with it.
Let's see what you got.
Here's that. 23 to hit.
23
We're
will
rolling
hit
pretty
it.
good.
Nice.
And the dart,
Take that!
actually, your aim is true. It does strike it right in the eye. It doesn't go through, but it seems like blood is running down the side of its head now. One of its eyes is blinded. This thing is not doing so hot.
I can picture you saying, "Did you do it?" as you told the thing.
Did you do it? I'm gonna stay right here.
It is first going to lash out at E3 again. With disadvantage because you took the dodge action.
I probably should have rolled. Never mind.
Unfortunate.
Make this con save.
Well, 23 is probably going to hit you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Oh, I think I get stuff for that.
I think you have
I
advantage
get
for being a dwarf.
advantage. I got 19 on the first. Should I just?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You can go ahead if you want and try a second one. Maybe you'll get a 20.
So
Okay.
19 would put me at 24.
Okay, so you still take 7 piercing damage, but instead of an additional 10 poison damage, you only take an additional 5 poison damage. And if you have resistance on poison, you
I
take
do
2.
have resistance.
So you only take 2 poison damage.
Nice.
So
Good job. Good
2
job.
poison.
9.
What was the piercing? 7.
Yep, so 9 total. It lashes out one more time, catching you mostly by the arm. It's a pretty painful bite, and you can feel like fire searing through your arm, but I mean, dwarven hardiness. Your blood is just innately stronger, thicker, if you will, than poison. It is then going to kind of slither around and start making its way back into this chamber, getting away from you. Therithiel.
How far did it go? Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna push forward. Oh, hold on. See right here. And I'm gonna yell, bring it down! Bring it down! As I ready my bow and shoot another arrow at it.
Let's see what you got.
I hate snakes. I hate them.
16, 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
He hates it, but he moves forward.
Piercing damage.
With 10 piercing damage, you fire your arrow and it goes right through the wounded eye that Cora had already hit, and this time the arrow goes into the skull. It doesn't come out the other side, but as it does, the snake kind of crashes to the floor and tries to thrash a little more. Like it tries to get up, but you can see it's mostly just spasming, and finally it goes still and is dead.
Did we get it?
I turn around to E3. Are you right?
I'm standing.
Wait, I've read about this. I think we need to suck out the poison. Right?
I just taste a bit rank. I don't feel any better.
Oh.
I would like to move up just a little bit more if we're not in combat anymore.
By the way, not to interrupt, just so you know, Ashlow, if you click your token and you hit in the little green bubble so that it highlights the number, it'll do the math for you if you just subtract it and press, or if you type in like -9, enter, it'll do it for you.
All right, good to know.
Sorry, go ahead, McKnightsy.
I would go here and I'll just peek into the room.
Coral.
Kind of do the arrow slit and just peek through the room, see if it's actually dead and if there's anything else that might surprise us in there.
Okay.
I'll have like a hand on his shoulder and ready to hammer out. Looking like I'm ready to do stuff, but not feeling like it.
Yeah, I got my bow ready and just scanning the room.
Make
Cora
a
will-
perception check. Go
Cora
ahead,
will
Cora.
come up here and do the same. Just
Okay.
look around.
You may also make a perception check.
I got 12.
Did it not roll?
It did.
It did.
You're 16.
Oh, I didn't even see it. 16, okay.
16. Okay. You can see that there's a lot of wreckage in this room. And it looks like some of the debris in the southwest corner has kind of been made into a nest. You can see no other creatures here, no baby snakes, no mates or anything of that sort. You do find a single body in the nest, though, a human body
Okay.
wearing armor, wearing chain.
I don't say anything, but I motion everyone to kind of move slowly towards that other corner opposite where the body and nest is, just to move slowly that way. I guess that would be to Cora. Cora's right there. Tap her in the shoulder and just point her in that direction.
She will nod.
If she moves in, Ithri's going to stick behind her.
Yeah, she'll start moving in.
Okay. One other thing is immediately obvious to you as you guys move into this chamber. You can see that the southeast corner of the room has caved in, and the rubble is kind of fallen out through that corner right into the moat, and you could easily come and go from the moat house through here, through that opening. It's about 8 feet wide, and is probably how the snake got in.
Well, I'm just gonna kind of look through this rubble here, see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, I would make my way out here just to verify there's nothing else going to come in to attack us.
Okay. Cora, go ahead and make an investigation check. Therithiel, looking out, you can just for a moment hear the sounds of the swamp louder than before, more pronounced. You can see a couple of frogs in the moat, not large man-eating frogs, just little regular-sized ones. One of them snatches a dragonfly right out of the air and then dives into the water and disappears.
I got an 8.
8. Other than the corpse, you find nothing of interest in the nest. Even on the corpse, it looks like whoever they were didn't have much of value, or someone else has already been here. Though, interestingly, the body is not yet decayed. It's fairly fresh.
I'll point it out to Ithri. There's a body.
It's not Sethwith, is it?
No.
Shame. I presume you don't recognize him.
It does not look like anyone you've seen before. It is human. He has kind of bushy, wild black hair and an unkempt black beard.
I don't know him.
Scarred up face.
He's not wearing any. So you said he's got armor, but he's not wearing any robes or like uniform, anything that would identify like his job role if he had one. Or...
Why don't you go ahead and make an investigation check as well?
Because I'm terrible at it.
As he's doing that, I will make my way back to the group, putting my hand on the corpse of the snake, and just feeling if it's like empty or if it's digesting or if it has anything in its body. I'll just like stroke its smooth body.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make a survival check.
We're a good detective duo.
Ithri, what'd you get
Not
on your
really.
investigation?
7.
If he did it.
I got a 5
you're
on
not
my
seeing
survival.
any identifying markings on the body. It looks like it could have been any mercenary or traveler. I mean, they were armed and armored, so obviously they were someone, of martial skill or employee, but beyond that, there's not really.
Well, we didn't hear of anyone missing when we were in Hummelbank, and I figure we would have heard. So maybe they're from somewhere else. I don't know.
They're probably one of the, probably knew our dwarven friend. Because why else would they be out here?
Probably, unless they had just lost in the woods. Anything
In a
worth
swamp,
having?
I guess. Any belongings on him?
Not really.
Just the chain armor.
Just the armor.
Looks like he had let's see. Give me one moment. Looks like he had a scimitar,
A scimitar. That
which
could
is still
be good.
It's still sheathed at his side.
It's still sheathed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Are there wounds on him, like bite marks?
Yes.
Um,
Well, hold on, Therithiel. You rolled already a survival check, right? What did you get?
5.
You don't
I
find.
noticed nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it had anything that you can find.
I'll just try to retrieve the 2 arrows.
Okay.
From
Yeah, you can recover those. Dracon, what were you going to try to do?
I was also going to walk in, prod the snake with my quarterstaff. I'm assuming by looking at it, can I assume this isn't the snake that turns into the staff?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, I don't know why with advantage, but 23 would be the first roll.
23. You believe that if the snake were the staff snake, if you will, then it would have either reverted to its staff form or it would have turned to ash or been destroyed. It wouldn't leave a
Okay.
body behind like this.
I was also interested in having a look through the nest to see if there was anything there. But as those two have, I don't mind not doing so.
Yeah, I was.
It's up to
Yeah, I would say probably they're already doing it. So
you. All right, cool. That's it then.
So, would anyone benefit from chain armor?
no, it is
Not
chain
me.
mail, not a chain shirt.
Chain.
Elowen's gonna move forward and retrieve her javelin from the snake.
Okay.
So,
I am gonna pull out my rapier and try to cut loose its fang.
With a rapier, those don't really cut.
Well, I'm gonna poke at it because it's just me and just kind of push it down.
Make a survival check, but in this case, I'm gonna say you have disadvantage because you don't really have the tools that would make such a task easily done. 11. Okay, you are still able to get a fang, mostly as a trophy, like no venom extraction or
Right.
anything like that. Just like a trophy fang, you can do that. And the fang itself is probably 6 inches
Oh, that's so cool.
and still has a little E3 blood on it.
Oh,
don't poke yourself with the sharp end. It doesn't feel good.
I put it in my pouch and just joined the rest of the group over here by Cora and E3.
I'm feeling a little rough. I could do with a bit of a rest, but I feel like we should at least check out the rest of this building before we before I sit down.
okay.
Do you have a potion, Master E3?
I don't think so. Not one that gives me health.
Question. I don't recall.
Nope.
Did you guys check out these other rooms that we passed?
Yes.
These
On our way.
two we did.
Yeah.
I don't think we did this one, did we?
Okay.
I thought we did.
No, you did. You searched all three
Okay.
or all 4 of the rooms in the southern wing.
By the way, because you weren't here last week, we picked up a heavy crossbow, but didn't know if you would want to use it.
No.
So
I'm
that's
good with that
available
one.
if you do. Okay, good.
Yeah. Thank you, though.
Cool.
Are we going to take a short rest here so E3 can gather his senses?
Let's make sure there's no other scaries hiding out in this building. I don't want us to get ambushed.
I will go and clear out the rest of the
Giant snakes or Sethwiths.
Especially
a
with all the rats
feeling-
from last time.
Yes. I
Don't
feel
anyone
like
go
we may
anywhere
need to
alone.
fight those.
I will kind of take a position here by Junko just to watch everyone while they take care of their wounds or just chill out there.
Okay. I don't think they're going to be dressing wounds
No,
right now, right?
No.
No.
Oh,
Unless we
so
take
we're
a
gonna take
short
a
rest.
short rest, yeah.
No, I wanted to, or Ithri wanted to check out the rest of the building first,
Okay, yeah.
in
Let's
case
do
there's
that
any
then.
other snakes. But
All right.
if whoever's heading first, Ithri will buddy up.
While everybody's here, when I looked at the throne, there was the elemental water symbol on it. I don't know whether that's of any significance.
As in the
The throne in
is that a
the front
symbol
hall.
of was that the symbol that was on the wax seal, or
Yeah.
maybe this is a base headquarters? It doesn't look like a headquarters. Maybe it's just a meeting point. For...
You know,
Maybe.
it used to be, right?
It's got the moat around it too. whether that makes any sense.
Well, I assume the fact that the throne has the symbols engraved into them means that this has long been a refuge or base for those who are within the cult. So it makes sense that they would come back here as a waypoint, perhaps.
Of course.
I agree. It could be a keep of some kind that they used. But let's clear out the rest of this place
I'll come with you.
as quietly as we can.
Oh, I think.
Well, it's a little hard when giant snakes are attacking you.
And when Miss Junko throws candlesticks on the floor.
Making lots
Yeah.
of noise.
So
Not
I
more
come.
noise than the frogs. Or that snake
feel
just
like-
made.
No, definitely not. We've definitely made enough noise already.
Yeah, I'll head back to the main area here.
Okay.
Me too.
So you guys checked out the throne room.
The throne room is here. This is the
Yeah,
room.
so there's
Yeah.
this
Right.
on the
door
right hand
here,
side, which is the
and
only
then
These two there. Okay.
shut door.
Yep. There's what looks like a passage, probably mirroring the south, that goes into a west wing. There's a narrow little door here where all the rats were coming from, and then there's this door which actually I believe this one. Hang on. I think there was a description on that door. It is a
But they're all-
black door, a heavy black door that looks to be reinforced and not rotted. Looks like a new
Okay.
door.
Okay. But all the other places, they all have doors. It's not like an empty corridor I could look through.
Yeah.
this one.
Okay.
In fact, I will reveal a little bit more for you guys. Let's do that.
Okay then. Bow at the ready. I kind of sneak into this corner here. Take a peek in. Signal everyone behind me to just push forward a little bit. And
I'll
will
get on this side.
I will
Junko's
step
gonna keep
into
the short bow.
corner.
In hand. So you can see that there are 4 doors, excuse me, one at the very end, one on the right, and 2 on the left.
I trying to help you out here. I whisper to Junko to take the rear and just watch our backs. And I motion to Cora to come by me. And I slightly push on the door, see if I can open it or if it's locked or anything.
Let me make sure. I'm gonna put that over here.
The other doors, the doors in the other hallway were very noisy, but we can try and be quiet.
Okay. The door is not locked, and it immediately kind of budges, but it makes a lot. Just
that's
pushing it a couple inches open.
I kind of make a this face. Don't.
Hammer out.
Yeah. I kind of whisper them, be ready, just in case. And
I got my staff.
which way is it swinging open?
Away from you.
Away from me? Guess gonna go that way. I will come here and push it open, giving
Okay.
me kind of a view into this corner.
Okay. The door opens, and you can see the interior of what looks like a trophy room. There's a few mangy pelts, some stuffed heads, a few shattered antlers, some still mounted, some lying on the floor.
I motion to E3 to move in, and I will move in right behind him, bow ready, just scanning the room as he goes in.
And E3, you would recognize this as the room you peered into from outside.
Your free falls over and dies.
with a wafty cobweb.
Yep.
Anything else of interest, or is it just?
Make a perception check.
Can I assist him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So you have advantage.
perception is actually not bad for me.
That was so close to a
I
natural
have that
20.
advantage.
16. Okay.
16.
You guys spend a couple of minutes, kind of picking things up, looking around, searching the room for anything. It looks like anything that may have been worthwhile here is long gone. In fact, from the way things have been thrown about, you would suspect that not too long ago someone looted this room pretty thoroughly. Like, tore it apart looking for something.
I don't think we're going to find any valuables anywhere in this place, but let's move on to the next room.
I agree. Next room. After you, Master Dwarf.
Okay.
Which,
Like
the
seeping out
south
the
door?
rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume it's open the same way, so
Yep.
Cora, come and watch my
I'm
back.
coming.
Thanks. Ithri's bored of being stealthy. He's just going to kick this door in,
Ah!
ready, like as if there's going to be something behind it.
Okay.
that's the only locked door, so he bounce off.
Yeah. Break his leg.
It is not
Take
locked.
16 damage. Go unconscious.
It does open for you, fortunately. But you do have like a distant echo of what terrible thing might have just happened there. Kicking the door open, you see what looks like private quarters of someone. It's been pretty thoroughly ransacked. There's like a broken bed. The mattress has been daggered up. Its inside's torn out. You can see that there's a single torch sconce with what looks like some kind of a bar stuck in it. You can see some clothes just strewn about. A little bit of the roof has collapsed in the southeastern corner of the room.
Do we need to investigate this? It
Looks pretty empty.
next room.
Which one was the room with the giant spider? I don't want to just
That
march
was-
into that one.
That was
That-
outside
Way
the
back
tower.
out here,
Oh,
the
okay,
tower
okay,
outside.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd let you just rush into a room with a giant wolf spider. A 15-foot wolf spider, by the way.
Yeah, that's wouldn't be fun.
Boring.
Cool. Kicking another door in.
The north one?
Yep.
Okay, kicking this one open. Nope, not that.
Already.
Hang on. There we go.
Big room.
This room looks nice.
Much more
You
interesting.
as you kick this door open, a vile smell immediately hits you
Oh.
of rotting food. You can see a wooden cask near a fireplace in the north wall, which might look a little inviting. It's still sealed. You can see a wash bin, some open containers full of moldy or worse food. A table with some dirty, grimy dishware that looks like it hasn't been used in a decade. A couple of rats that were currently munching on the food scurry
I was
away
going to
from you.
say, okay. Ithri will take a step in, check all the corners for bad guys.
I'd follow right behind him.
I presume, other than food, there isn't anything exciting in here.
You want to make a
Nothing
perception
on the
check?
walls. Yeah, go for it. That seems about right.
5. No, you don't see anything. Just that that one cask next to the fireplace, which, if that holds what a cask normally holds, is probably still good.
How large is it? Is it like
Um,
keg, or is it?
It's
more
smaller
like
than a keg. It's like a half keg, if you will.
I will. If I'll go up to it and like rock it to see how heavy it is and if it's stable.
Okay. That would be over here. However, as you do, and like you bend, I'm so sorry. As you bend over the cask and like start to investigate, it's literally like somebody put dwarf bait on a fishing line over there.
I did walk inside the room before you said that.
The rest of you get just a flash of something dropping from the ceiling onto E3.
Oh no. Can I try to warn him if I see it falling?
You know what I
what's
said
your
about not
passive
losing a
perception?
Character.
Passive is 12.
No, by the time you see it, it's already going straight for him. So let's see how this goes. Maybe it'll be fine. You know, it's probably fine. Probably totally fine. E3. Does a natural 20 hit you?
Rip.
Okay, what falls from the ceiling and lands right on E3's back is a 3-foot-long tick.
Ugh.
Ah!
And it
I hate
immediately
it.
latches onto him.
Poisoned and now has Lyme disease.
So, E3, it was a
I should
critical
not
hit.
go first.
So you do take 8 points of damage.
And fall over,
Uh-oh.
unconscious.
What?
E3 drops
Yeah, I
as
was
this
not
tick
healthy.
lands right on him.
I had taken a lot of damage before that.
Well, we need
Hey, you're gonna
healing.
get that rest you wanted.
Therithiel, what do you do as this occurs? As you see E3 just drops and like he tries to maybe say something in protest and like reach, but quickly just lays still on the floor.
I try to
The,
shoot the spider off of him.
Tick.
Or not the tick, I'm sorry. Yeah, the tick off of him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Hopefully I don't shoot him.
Loot the body.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It would just be the first one. Just make sure you turn off your advantage.
Yeah.
23, you actually do hit it
Natural 20.
for 4 points of piercing damage. And Cora, what were you gonna do? You're kind of in a
If I
position
hear
to-
something going on, I would come over here and be like, ah!
Yeah, you see this massive tick.
I'm gonna throw a dart at it. Actually, no. I'm gonna
Was
run
it-
in and punch it. If I
Yeah,
can.
was it not able to push it off him with the arrow?
Unfortunately,
on the side.
no.
Okay.
No, it's just kind of...
So I
Honestly, the
imagine
arrow,
I've-
like, bruised the tick, but it didn't actually punch through.
I imagine I've like slumped over this barrel and it's just like on the back
Yeah.
of my neck or something.
Yep.
I'm gonna run in there and like punch the shit out of it. Can I do that?
Yes.
Punch in the back of my head, effectively.
Just like
Am
get
I?
off it!
Am I? Is okay.
Unarmed strike. 13 to hit.
13 will not hit it. Or rather, it just glances off of it.
Ah!
It's a tough tick.
Bonus action. I'm gonna hit it again.
Go ahead.
I try to punch it again. Goddamn 10!
I mean, you're striking it, but it's just fat and
Where do
much
I punch?
more solid than you'd have anticipated. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative now.
Oh.
This is going well.
Do you need me to roll initiative?
Yes. Yes, you
God,
still
I
have to
don't
make
want to
death
tear it
saves.
off. I
Oh,
wanna
With
tear off your head.
disadvantage or?
No, you don't have disadvantage or anything, believe it or not. Oh, I see, but you'd
Quick,
like
that's how you
disadvantage so you don't have to roll a death save as quickly.
Yeah. Oh, I did. I have got my thing. Yeah, that was my thinking. I was like, weird.
Okay, that's everyone. Okay, so there is now a very large tick stuck to E3, about to have a really fine dinner. Therithiel, it is your initiative.
Okay, I go back into the hallway just a little bit. Tell everyone to come forth or close by. Just wave at them.
Is everything okay?
Come quick. I dip.
Can't
Fine.
move.
Just a tick.
back
You need to
into
go
the
back.
room.
Oh yeah, you're still in initiative.
I quickly just scan the ceiling, see if there's anything else that's gonna fall on top of us.
With your passive perception, you don't see anything. If you want to actively look, it is an action.
I don't know if I want to actively look.
Oh god, if there's a nest of ticks and we're all about to get ticked.
All right,
How
I will
much faith do you
actively-
have in your passive perception?
I will actively look.
Okay, make a perception check.
Make a perception check. 12.
You don't see any.
Aren't you glad you made that check?
It's
Can I?
it's on brand for you guys. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Cora, it's you again.
Do I know what this is? Can I make a check?
You can make a nature check, yeah.
Okay. Tarithiel didn't say anything about what it is.
No, I haven't. I don't even know what it is.
14?
Okay, so you are familiar with ticks. It's just a really, really, really big tick. You know that they like to lurk at high places and drop onto unsuspecting victims. Once they latch, they begin to suck the blood out. They gorge themselves on their victim's blood.
So
You also know that if you get bit by a giant tick, there is always a possibility that you'll contract a disease.
does that thing look like it'll open easily?
What thing?
Where the alcohol thing?
You can't really see it very well. E3's kind of fell unconscious holding onto it. He's kind of currently wrapped around it.
So I couldn't get it. That's what you're saying.
Yes, not without like getting under E3.
Damn it, E3.
I'd like to think there are other priorities at the moment.
No, I have a plan. Now
We
I can't
can't-
do it.
I'm unconscious.
Just a
I'm
question.
sorry.
We can't just like rip it off him because it's latched onto him, correct? Or not yet?
Does it look like if I tried to rip it off, it would like rip his head off or something?
It's not latched onto his head, just his neck. You would know that ripping them off instead of them letting go on their own increases the chance of disease.
Like killing. Oh,
But it shouldn't like it won't kill E3 by ripping it off.
okay. I'm gonna whip my quarterstaff around, smack him with that. Yeah, the tick, not E3.
Good distinction. Good distinction.
19.
19
Okay.
will hit it. For how much damage?
6 bludgeoning.
Okay. You whack it. You can hear like a little crack of its exoskeleton, but it's still
I
latched
imagined
on.
a squeaky noise sound. Is that not right?
Probably a little.
And then I'm gonna punch it too with my bonus action.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend a key point,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna use flurry of blows.
That's fair.
Nice.
So I'm gonna make 2 unarmed strikes. Pow pow! Just get off him! So here's 1, 2.
Flailing her arms.
Yeah. I'm like just spinning them. That's an 18 and 15 to hit.
18 will hit,
windmills.
15 will not.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's 6 damage on me.
So you hit it for 6 more damage, which does not kill it, but its legs are like kind of starting to flail a little bit as its head is still burrowed into E3.
15 doesn't hit.
15 does not hit. Or rather,
Well,
it hits, but it just
hey.
glances off.
Don't forget, I'm flanking with Ithri.
No.
Dang it.
Is that it, Cora?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
Junko is going to... Shit. She can move
Just gonna
here.
take the shit.
Oh.
She's going to bonus action move here. Not going in there, but she is gonna like she's gonna steady her aim on Therithiel's shoulder and then like train the arrow on the tick, and she's going to fire. And she will get sneak attack if she hits.
She doesn't.
She does not hit. The arrow just kind of ricochets off of the tick's carapace. E3, please make a death saving throw.
FYI, this is the first one I've ever done.
You know, this is because of that comment you made. I've never lost a character
yeah.
before.
Uh-oh.
I made that comment earlier.
Yeah.
Oof, that's one.
I don't want to lose him yet.
You failed
This
your
is
first
not a
death
good way
saving
to
throw.
die. Yeah, yes, I have. That was a 7.
The giant tick is up. It is actually going to detach from E3 and start scurrying up the wall away from
Does
all
that
of
provoke?
this. Yes, it does.
I'm gonna hit it.
Kill it! Kill it!
Hiya!
If it had not been this close to death, you would have failed 2 death saving
Did
throws
not roll.
when it hit you, which would have been
19 to hit.
that will hit it
8
and
damage.
kill the 1 hit point it had remaining.
Oh, you
Oh
dick.
my god.
Dick. Tick.
So, as it's like scurrying up the wall, you kind of slide the quarterstaff so that you have a 2-handed grip on it and slam it right against this tick, flattening it against the wall. And then it just drops dead onto E3's still unconscious form.
Ah, I get it off of him.
Well, we're technically still in initiative, unfortunately.
Oh, right.
Because
That's a free
someone's
action,
making
though.
death saves. Elowin.
Okay, I'm gonna move to here by Junko.
Okay.
Because I can't really move much further.
Yeah, you'd have to use an action. As long as you don't
Yeah.
end your turn here, you're fine. You just can't end your turn on the same space as an ally. You can move through them,
Okay.
just can't end there.
Okay.
Like here or here.
So you could use your
Yeah.
action to double move and like try to move into the chamber or move elsewhere, or you could back up 1. Up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up 1. I can't really do much from
Okay.
here, so I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Got it. Dracon.
I am going to use my speed and action to move myself here, and I will see if I can see anything in the room at the moment, as I have no idea what's going on.
Make
Can I
an-
see anything?
make a perception check if that's your action.
Well, would it be
What's
my
your
action
passive
to
perception?
double dash?
Oh, you double. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you. Okay,
Yeah,
in that
it
case,
was 45 feet. So.
you can see E3 slumped over a cask of presumably some kind of spirits.
Okay.
You can see a still squirming, dying, enormous bug on top of him, and you can see E3's blood everywhere. Because
Okay.
when I should have mentioned, when Cora hit it that last time, blood splattered like a big juicy blast of blood came out of it.
Oh, did I get blood all over me?
Not as much as E3 did. It
So my
does kind of
first-
make E3 look as bad as it is.
My first thought would have been, oh, we just drank a keg of alcohol, you know? Typical dwarf. And then, oh, actually, maybe he's been killed.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough blood here to film a sequel to Carrie.
Yeah, I'll end my turn there, just confused.
Okay. Therithio.
Shit. I'm just gonna move up, grab Ithri, and try to pull him out of the room, hoping that nothing else falls on top of us. Kind of drag him out of the room.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, move there, drag it back out.
So let's do this. Cora, are you doing? I'm just kind of trying to speed through it so I can get out of initiative. Are you doing anything, Cora?
He has 1 failed death save, right?
Yup.
I will move right here, and I'll just be on standby.
Okay. Junko.
Actually, wait. Could I stabilize him?
Yeah, it's a medicine check.
I'll try that.
Do you have a healer's kit?
No.
I believe you are at disadvantage without a healer's kit.
Shit. You sure about that?
No, but
Well, 18.
18. Okay. It is a DC 15. Excuse me. So you are able to like staunch the bleeding, and
I
like
shove something in his neck so he stops bleeding. Yeah.
E3. I need you to tell me your Constitution modifier because I don't want you to know if you succeed.
My
in
modifier is 3 if it's a saving throw.
Well, if he's
It is.
stabilized, he doesn't need to make it, does he?
Well, this is not a death save. This is for.
I presume this is a disease.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So he is stabilized. I'm gonna end initiative. So you guys can kind of just do what you're gonna do now.
Does somebody have healing? He's pretty messed up.
Can I drag him completely out of the room, and then go back, grab Cora, and drag her, and just push her out of the room as well? Close that
I
door.
don't. You quit being so pushy. I can walk out of the room.
Yeah. Yep. So he kind of is like scooting a protesting Cora out.
Miss Alowin, are you able to heal E3?
I'm not.
I would just like to state you can, because you have 3 spell slots and you've only used 1, right?
That depends on if you've prepared Cure Wounds.
Well, she
Yeah,
cured me
I still
with.
have it prepared.
Oh,
Yeah,
so yeah,
so
yep.
you
You
can-
can.
Okay, so I can then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I
If you
can.
want.
Just kidding.
Just kidding, I can.
Oh, sorry. Yes, no, I can.
It's a drama of all the action. She's
So I move forward and use Cure Wounds.
Okay. You take out like a few special like berries and some seeds from a pouch, and like with a prayer to someone. That's for you to decide. Some kind of a prayer. You kind of crush them up and sprinkle them over blood-soaked E3. E3, you heal 6 hit points and regain consciousness.
I give him a little shake.
Oh, is everyone okay?
Are you okay?
you mad dwarf.
Was it a
Three.
snake?
No, not this time.
No, it was a tick.
Is everyone alive? I
Yeah.
presume I'm like.
Yeah, we nearly
dead on
lost
my
you.
back. No, I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere.
You did for just a second.
I'm just gonna lay for a minute.
Is he still hanging on to the kegs?
Well, no, I would assume he was pried off of the keg when he was dragged over here.
Let go of
I
that.
wasn't like.
Yeah.
No.
I just slumped over it. It wasn't like
Somehow he was
desperate.
so grabbed onto it when I was trying to pull him off of it. I just couldn't get him off.
Oh, whatever that was, I didn't see it coming.
Maybe
Neither
more
did we.
caution next time, Master Dwarf.
Don't be enticed
um,
by the kegs.
Well, as long as you guys are alright.
We're all
Sin,
we're okay.
Mhm.
apparently it's a DC 10 to stabilize,
Noted.
not 15.
Noted. Thank you.
I've checked the book.
Well,
it
maybe.
seems.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
like this
Cora.
place.
Well, what were you going in there for?
We're checking the rooms for stuff, aren't we?
Well,
No,
it's just a kitchen. I mean,
it seems
I
like
just saw a barrel of what looked like meat. I got distracted.
oh, do you want it? I can go get it for you.
I
Not
hold
if
on
on
it
to
back
means
into
Cora's
the
diet.
shoulder. Yeah, I grab onto Cora's shoulder. I'm like, no.
I
There
look
aren't
at
any
both of
more
them
in
and just
there.
shake my head.
No mead is worth that. No mead.
Oh well,
is
she's
worth
already
your life.
inside the room. So I
Oh,
can't
okay.
do
No, you
anything.
would. If you stopped me, I won't.
Yeah, I would have stopped you.
Well, let's.
Should I?
gonna
I'm
walk
still on my back, by the way. Do you guys want me to check the last door?
No.
No, we can
we
do
got
it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm moving you here.
Elowin's gonna go back to where she was before and go and investigate the room where the rats came from.
Is that your?
Oh no!
That's where you are,
Yourself.
Dracon. You're staying back there while we check this door.
Yeah, I'll move back out.
I see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I presume I'm just laying on the
Wow,
floor
it's
here.
a good 45 feet away.
I think
Yep.
in this scenario, I try not to play absent PC as much as possible, but I think seeing Elowin going toward the room with the rats, Junko is going to follow after and kind of speak up quietly. You may not want to disturb them. They're hungry.
Okay, maybe I won't for now.
Even like as you approach here, you can see there are some beady little eyes and noses poking out from the shadows around that corner.
Tim, can I walk? I know these guys are doing that. While they are, can I walk up to just this corner here and see if I can check this door to see if it's locked, trapped, anything like that?
Bless you.
You can make an investigation check, sure.
Fuck. 8.
Okay. So
You started off so good.
actually, that's the fireplace. The door's here.
Yeah. Well, I was stunned. Yeah.
Kind of examining the door, you put your hands on it, like feeling for like maybe a sign of a carved rune or something. You test the handle to see if it's open. It is locked, and it kind of unfortunately rattles a little when you try it.
Okay, I'll just step back. And just wait.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Other three.
I motion to E3. Maybe you should take the back. Cora, and I motion
Yeah.
Cora to step up next to me.
I got this.
Yeah, I get it. I'll get the back. I'm just staying on the floor, by the way. I've got my hammer out, but I'm still just lying
On the
my back
floor.
on the floor. I got the back.
Again, I will test if it can open, and then just push it in slightly if it is open,
Okay.
or able to be open.
One moment. Still. It is unlocked. That's the good news. And wait till you get a load of the bad news.
Lovely.
Should
Full
I?
of ticks.
Should E3 stand
Poor
up?
rats!
E3 might actually stand up if he is rat door rat.
Ticks!
Yeah.
Run!
Just slams the door.
Well, I was just thinking, like, if we have to do stuff, half my movement to stand up is maybe not a good idea.
Okay. So the chamber opens and you find it to be some kind of ruined barracks. Hang on. The whatever's left of the furniture here has been thoroughly ransacked and ruined. There is a lot of like debris here and there, and a lot of the ceiling above has collapsed in this chamber, particularly in the southwest corner. But you can still make out the remains of cots and plain wooden chests. And looking up, there's often like the rubble above looks very unstable. And unfortunately, in the corner, kind of perched amongst the debris,
Snake? Spider?
Not another
Tick?
snake.
Can I just say nope and just close it back up and just walk away?
Oh!
you see
The hell is that?
a really, really
None of the
large lizard like a monitor lizard that's grown far larger than it should. And it sort of lets out a little hiss at you in the doorway.
Sorry to interrupt. My health didn't actually health up. How much healing was it?
6.
6. Cool.
Yeah, you have to do plus the number and then enter, not if that helps.
Yeah, I think that's what. I think I just didn't. Okay.
Could Cora see this as well?
Yes.
Can I do a nature check?
Yes.
Can I assist?
You could do your own.
Yeah, in this, I don't
My
really allow
nature check.
knowledge assistance unless there's extenuating circumstances.
I will do my own.
Okay.
That's for
Ooh,
the
not 20.
Cora, you're not
Oh.
really familiar with these, which makes sense. Therithiel,
Oh, I know
you have
everything
come
about
across
these.
these before. Yeah, I mean, if you know anything IRL about lizards, all power to you. It's just a really freaking big one. You know that there's nothing too special about them. They've got tough, scaly skin. They're brutish. They're predators. They have a pretty unpleasant bite, but otherwise, it's just an animal. A really big animal. And as long as you don't scurry around like prey, you should be fine. Though if you wanted to go explore the chamber that it's in, you might have a problem.
Why is everything here so unnaturally big?
I look over at Cora. What do you think? Shall we or shan't we?
What is that thing?
It appears to be a giant lizard.
Uh.
As long as we don't interfere with it, it should leave us alone. I don't know if we should go investigate this room. Might as well just leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, we could always come back later. I mean, we should probably find, the dwarf first and then
If
come back.
Zephyros not in there and there's no way he could have gone.
Unless he turned into that thing. It's your name, Zethwith!
Did you do it?
Does it
feel-
respond?
No,
feel like-
not really. It's just
Okay.
looking.
I feel like if I had turned into a lizard, I wouldn't tell people.
Well, he's not
Insight
talking,
check.
so maybe we should shut the door and just leave him.
Yeah, I shut the door again and just don't do anything else in that room.
Okay.
Especially since our tank is not as tanky as you should be. Alright, so then I stretch out my hand and help E3 get up if he could stand up. I don't know if he's
Oh
able.
no, I did stand up when you
Did- okay.
guys started opening the door. So
I will put my hand on his shoulder and just give him a shake and just walk past him back to the other group.
I think Ithri is gonna. Is there a place in this room where you could put your back to a wall and there's definitely no one that could come sneak up behind you? I think Ithri is gonna go checking very carefully along the way that there's no ticks in the ceiling. He's gonna go and sit over here.
That's
with
fair.
His back to the corner.
Did anyone sit on the throne room? You could sit there, or on the throne itself.
No, but that was going to be the next thing I did.
I thought
Uh,
Elowin did.
Elowin
I
looked
went and
at it.
investigated it
Yeah.
and just
That's
saw
right.
the symbol.
Okay.
Do you guys mind if I take a short rest here? I just need to get some
I move up here.
energy back.
I'm
going to shout across the room.
I
Stop
don't
shouting.
mind
Stop.
if you
What?
take a rest, Master Dwarf.
Stop yelling.
And I'm going to come sit on the throne.
Well, rip. Here go- Booby trap number 2.
Exactly why I didn't say it. Was tempted.
While I'm on the throne, obviously, Elowin mentioned seeing symbols and whatnot. Can I also see these, Tim? Do I notice anything that she didn't?
So Elowen, you only told them they were there. You didn't actually take them over and show anyone, correct?
No.
No, I didn't show them. I told them
Okay.
that there
Well,
were
you.
symbols.
What's your passive perception, Dracon?
11.
11. You don't initially see them. If you
Can I
want to,
investigate
you want to, you can make a. Yeah, you can.
Please give me a good roll.
Nope.
Same again.
Yeah, you don't
Should've come in.
actually see them.
Can I put my hands into the grooves?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna sit there. I don't know if anything happens, but I'm just gonna chill
Nothing.
while we take a short rest.
A short rest, so you guys are aware, is 1 hour.
I don't know if we want to.
The dwarf needs it.
Unless you guys got potions, I will follow the group, but I'm not feeling healthy.
Oh, I don't have any potions.
I know.
Me
We should probably
neither.
got some before we
Me
left.
neither.
If we followed the dwarf in here and there is no way out that we can see, other than these 2 doors which don't appear to go. Well, if they go outside, we've lost him already.
I believe the only way we can go is through this door here. It is locked, I already checked. But I was waiting for you guys to get back.
I mean, I think being the quickest we can is important, but Ithri, if you need to rest, then that's fine too.
You could also just not be at the front.
Yeah, whatever you guys decide, I'll go along with.
Can I ask Junko to go over to that door and investigate it, see if there's any kind of traps or anything on it?
She'll do that. She's got a few hit points. She's gonna come over here and investigate the door.
Hopefully not catch on fire again.
Hopefully not.
It'd be a plus, yeah.
Why is investigation so bad today?
She
We've-
kind of examines the door, searches it top to bottom, and then she's going to press her head to the door, press her ear to the door, and listen. Okay. Great.
Thick door. Solid.
She's going to turn back to Thurithiel. It is locked, but I don't see anything else.
Does it have a handle, or is it just like a...
It does have
Solid.
a handle, though notably, as mentioned earlier, this door looks new and also reinforced.
I look over at the group. So then, shall we rest or should we press on?
Well, that's
Go
that's
ahead.
probably where he is, in there.
If he's going to be anywhere here, it'll be that room. Unless he
He's
wants to be with the
clearly-
rats.
Want me to break it down?
Or we could try.
You need to rest.
Or somebody, maybe Miss Junko or Ferrifield, could perhaps try to pick the lock.
Oh, I could try.
I don't have tools for it.
I do.
Junko was
Good.
teaching me.
Miss Junko, could you please try to open the door?
Can I watch her carefully if I can't assist?
Yeah.
I will stand over them just cause.
I'm just gonna sit in the chair still.
Oh,
I'll move
Rest
a
my
little bit
back. I'm
closer, but I'll stay
I'm
back.
exhausted, you know. I need a bit of rest.
She's
I
going to
presume
take out.
exhaustion is a long rest, is it?
Yeah.
Yep. And you have to have good conditions to remove it. You have to have like the ability to sleep and to eat and drink.
I
Can't
did not
just
know
be Sat
that.
on a throne.
I forgot. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So Junko takes out like a leather wrapped up bundle and sort of unwraps it. There's a whole mess of tools in it, and she'll take out a couple, start working on the lock.
Can I assist, or I can just watch?
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. You did say you were assisting, so I will roll that a second time. Okay. With your assistance and study, she works at it for it takes about a minute, but you suddenly hear. Actually, hang on a second. I just realized something. Hang on.
Do I have to be trained to assist her?
That was my fault.
Because if
But it was
so,
like
No, you
I
don't.
can't assist her. Okay.
You don't have to be trained. You just have to have access to the tools, which you do.
Okay.
I mean, she's kind of training you.
Well, yeah, she's kind of.
So
training.
you hear the lock pop. It's unlocked.
Do not open yet.
Did you check it for traps, Junko?
Yeah. Yes.
I did as well.
With an
I would
8
like
and a
to
5,
just-
respectively.
I would like to just listen at the door now that it's
yeah.
clicked to see
Okay.
if I hear anything.
Make a
I
perception
was gonna
check.
do that. I was also gonna do that.
Therithiel, you might need someone to move out of the way for you to be able to listen at the door. But then again, you know what? No,
Disregard
that's
that
not that's nonsense.
I mean,
3
I
people
have
can listen at a
elven
door, no
ears.
problem. You're
Yeah.
fine. 15
You'll
and
stuck
14.
up on the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
Listening
we're all
at the
different
door.
levels.
Therithiel, you
Stages.
don't catch it. Cora, you hear a quiet, shh, they're coming.
I like do this. This is like I wasn't expecting that. I'll point at the door and try to think of how to non-verbally say that.
And a moment later, you hear, I'm out of here.
I point at the door frantically.
I'll stand up and start heading towards the group.
Elowen heads a little bit closer as she sees Cora point at the door.
Dracon, what's your passive perception?
11.
You hear a couple of... Actually, E3, what's yours as well?
13.
Okay. Both of you can hear what sounds like a little bit of debris clattering, like a rock bouncing, and then splash into the moat out here.
Everybody,
I'll run to the
seems
window
like-
as soon as I hear that.
It seems
Okay.
they are escaping through a wall. They
E3,
are.
as you run to the arrow, so even as you're saying this, I'm just a quick pause. E3, looking out, I'm going to reveal a little bit to everyone because now you are aware of... You become aware, or in fact, I would say you can see looking at, because you can literally like go in here. Peering out the arrow slit, you can see Zethwith clamoring, trying his best to be quiet, clamoring down some of the piled up rocks toward the moat.
He's going down the rocks.
He's leaving.
How wide are the arrow slits?
Not
Is
wide
it-
enough to squeeze through. They're
No,
like,
no. Would I be able to throw something?
Yes.
So, I would yell at everyone, get through that door now, and I'm gonna throw a javelin at Sethwith.
Okay, this would be like
I would do it
mid-
in the opposite order because I
So-
want to surprise him if I can.
This would be like mid-sentence as Dracon was like, it would appear they're leaving, and you suddenly say, or I'm sorry, I don't think that was quite what you know what you said.
Get through that door, but I would throw
He would throw it.
javelin.
Well, no,
and
I
then
meant Dracon was
like-
saying it before, as you
sorry.
interrupted Dracon saying he was kind of he had heard that
Yeah.
as well, and you suddenly spotted Zethwith and then cut in with this.
javelin out.
Roll initiative,
Right.
everyone.
I was
throw.
gonna kick into the door to be first in. Can I still
Remember
do
to
that?
click on my token.
In fact, well, hang on. Yeah, roll initiative first. Roll initiative first.
Can I have stepped aside so he couldn't do that?
Well, I would probably just, part you guys kick the door in, go in bow ready.
I'm just saying you have to take up a space.
You can position yourselves where you would be as this is starting off.
Okay, I'll just move here so you can be there.
Thank you so much.
So, just
I'm gonna.
sort of metagamey, but I wanted the javelin throw to be before, like as a surprise round almost. So, do that before I made everyone aware, if that's okay.
Yeah, that would be a surprise round that you get that.
Cool.
I'll just sleepily
1, 2.
stand up.
Oh, time to get up again.
I forgot Junko. A lot of initiatives I'm rolling. I apologize.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh, I don't like this at all. We
But
should just
I
rat
only
out
saw-
the other side.
I only saw Sethwith, right?
Correct. So E3, you can make your attack roll real fast.
How do I... Is it like that? I presume I don't get advantage because surprise.
No, you do get advantage
Ah, okay.
because
So-
surprise.
Surprise! So shall I roll that again? Or...
Yes,
Sorry, I should have highlighted advantage.
it's all good. 12.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, he got armor. Unfortunately, so it hits him, but you can see that he's got some kind of armor on now. Leather, it looks like. And it just kind of and you can see it looks like he's about to bolt. That's when initiative begins, and we're going to take a break here before we get into this combat, because this could be kind of an extensive fight, and I want
Could
to give
be
you
the
guys
death of me.
I don't like the
opportunity.
sound of that at all.
We will
I've
be
only
right
died
back.
once, it's fine.
And we're back. And now that we're back, let's get some fitting ambience going here. What do we want? What are we feeling?
I feel
Something
like we all need a rest.
from
That's how I feel.
Indiana Jones.
I wish I had more access to good music. I'd like to use like God of War. That'll
That'd
work.
be great.
So great.
Okay, so Therithiel, you have initiative. What would you like to do in this tense moment?
Since Ithri said it, I'm just gonna kick in the door, bow at the ready, and peer into the
So
room.
you try to kick the door open and find, as your foot kind of bounces off of it, that in addition to being locked, it is barred from the inside.
Well, then that would push me back a few.
So
there.
I'm not going to say that uses your action. If you want, you can make a strength check to try to break the door down.
Oh, that's not gonna end up well.
I can see Ithri run. Ithri, I'm Ithri. I can see Sethwith running for it.
How what's the latch or the catch to it? Is it just like a latch that goes up and down?
Mm-hmm. But the bar would be on the inside, unfortunately.
Right.
believe
Yeah,
in you.
I'll try to muscle my way through it and push it in.
All right. Make a
good plan.
strength check.
Oh, it's not gonna end up well, guys.
That was terrible.
So you rolled a 4 on the
Rebounds
die
off.
for a total of 3. Yeah. So that's basically, we can even lump that in with your initial attempt if you want. When you tried to kick the door open, it just rattled out against the bar and you kind of bounced back from it.
It's locked from the inside. I yell out. Then kind of just move here in case anyone else wants to try and open it.
Okay. Zathwith is up.
And
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
can I ready in action?
Well, you used your action to try to bust the door down.
Ah, that's right. All right, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Zethwith is going
He
to
trips and
hop
falls, right?
here. So that's 10, 20. And he's going to stop here, and he's going to train a heavy crossbow on the arrow slit where E3 is. Now, your AC is 5 higher because you have superior cover where you're at. But he is going to try to shoot you.
How many
Asshole.
how many more cure wounds?
We're just gonna see him fly back down.
That's a 7 to hit. On top of being
No, yeah, that
especially
doesn't hit.
stealthy with his +0 stealth check, he's a particularly good shot with the crossbow as well. And he curses as the shot just ricochets. It doesn't even go in the arrow slit. It just bounces off the wall, and he's like trying to reload his crossbow.
Is he
Let's take-
looking particularly healthy? Is he looking all right?
He looks all right.
Good.
Dracon.
I would like to, if possible, get to this window here.
How far is that? Are you tracking your movement?
It's about 30. Yes, about 30.
Okay.
Let's just say I'm here.
Sure.
And I believe I have line of sight through the slit.
You
and I would
do,
like
but
to-
he will have a bit of cover because you'd have to move 5 feet further to get rid of the cover for the arrow slit.
Can you tell me how that would affect me?
He'll have +2 to his armor class.
Hang on 2 seconds. What if with spell sniper, my ranged spell attacks
Then
ignore
cover is
half cover
ignored.
and 3/4? Okay, cool.
I hate
That's
that
good to know.
feat.
It's a good one.
So I would like to just cast a firebolt at him through the slit in the window.
No penalty.
24 to hit, 7
Nice.
damage.
All right. What does that casting look like?
So I just point my finger with this spell, with firebolt. I just like raise my hand, point it out towards
He
him.
does one of
and-
these.
And a
Yeah.
little orb of flame launches from your fingertip and just kind of quietly, and then
It
explodes when it strikes him.
It starts off small, then kind of gets bigger and bigger as it travels.
When it
until
hit,
the
now
final
when I say it
impact.
explodes on hitting him, I'm not talking like a bomb going off. I'm talking like there's just a whoosh of
Yeah.
flame, and he
Yeah.
yelps, and you can see like him trying to pat his two beards out because they caught fire, and he takes 7 damage.
Yes, sir.
If you got a good passive perception, you'd probably hear Iffy go, "Oh, that's so cool.
I would have heard
It
you.
looks so cool."
It is your turn.
Oh, I think Ithri would start by lobbing another javelin.
Okay. Now those are 20, 60 on range. Right? No, they're 30 feet.
30.
30, 60, yeah.
Oh, he's right at your range. Okay, you got range. So,
It's gone
You
really
can
well
do
so
it.
far.
Nice.
Ooh, that's
22 will hit him. It strikes him for 9
nice.
points of damage. And that one kind of gets stuck, and he howls as it like goes into his rump a little bit, and is like, breaks it out. And as he rips the javelin out of him, the crossbow that he was kind of keeping slung on one arm slides off and drops into the moat. You can just hear a stream of dwarvish curses.
Does that crossbow look as good as the one? It doesn't matter.
About the same.
How
Is
do
it
I do
magical?
that ruler thing?
The fourth one down.
Check movement. Fourth one down. Snap to
If
center.
you right click, you can do this.
Yep, leave waypoints.
Okay. So, I guess it would be like. Damn it. Okay. If I can't make it to the door. Oh, I now can't move myself. Ithri's going to run to the door
Okay.
and say, I saw Sethwith outside. That's all I got.
Cora, it's your initiative.
Just like that. I saw him outside.
Saw him
guys.
outside.
I saw him outside.
I can get him. And Cora's gonna run off.
This should
40
be good.
feet. 40 feet, sets a double
Ithri's
move.
like pointing at the door and watching Cora just run the
Cora
other way.
literally moves as fast as a gust of wind, just darting down the corridor so fast you can just see like dust kicked
Her
up,
outline's still there.
settling back down.
Wow.
Well, it's good that we killed the snake first.
That's it for me.
Very good.
Well, I
Elowen,
wouldn't know this hole was here otherwise.
Yes. I'm going to just help Ithri out a little bit and do Cure Wounds on Ithri again to give him some more HP.
okay.
So I'm going to cast that.
You will have to move adjacent to him, just so you know.
Yeah.
But
I'll
that's
come here.
easy peasy.
Do-do-do.
Oh, you're gonna save all of our lives by doing that.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And that's 9.
9.
Nice.
All right.
Fine.
Once
Oh,
again,
nice.
crushing up some berries and druid seasonings, we'll call them.
Druid
Applying them
seasonings,
to Ithri's wounds, particularly to the arm where that's probably still throbbing, and you've long ago lost feeling in your arm from that snake bite. Feeling returns, the wounds close up, and you feel much more refreshed, like you just had a cool glass of water on a hot day.
Thank you, Elowen.
You're
Let's
welcome.
go.
On the other side of the door, now you can hear, "You left the sodding bar on! Fuck!" And like, you can hear multiple people and like some rushing and things moving on the other side of the door. And then you hear the clatter of a bar hitting the floor.
Wow, they're not very
Are they
quiet.
wanting us to come in?
No?
Looks like it.
Junko. Oh god. I
If
guess-
she looks like she's going to go through the door.
no,
having
she's
heard
gonna
that,
ready in
Ithri-
action. No, she's
Ithri
gonna
would
ready
Put her hand. Okay.
for.
Just trying to make it easier for you for your decisions.
She's gonna get out the weapon that looks like a comma on the end of a chain, and she's gonna kind of give it a couple test swings, and she's gonna ready to attack with it as soon as that door opens. Therithiel.
Yeah, I was gonna open that door. I'm hoping there's someone behind the door when I kick it open, it'll hit him in the face or something.
Well-
So I will kick the door open and step into the door frame.
Okay, give me a moment.
Thank God I ran away.
Yeah.
I'm covered
This,
behind
this
a
might
door.
be your greatest idea yet for reveal.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good idea.
Sounded like they had an ambush ready.
Mistakes may be made right now.
At least you're all in a
It
line,
depends.
so
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so the
I'm in cover. I'm fine.
the door opens. Could you just back up for a second? Because when the door opens, some readied actions are triggered.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
oof.
Not much time to really take in the room, other than that it's black flagstone. It looks clean. It looks well cared for. That you can see a smoking campfire back there, and there are 3 guys with light crossbows trained on the door, and all 3 of them open fire on Therithiel. 1, 2,
Oh.
3. Well,
As I hold on, let's see. Attack 23.
that's a natural 20.
Yeah, yeah.
As a reaction, can I cast shield?
Yes,
Nice.
you can. Though I believe a natural 20 still hits. Do you still want to do that?
Is that the only one that hits?
11 is the next
Attack
highest.
11. No, I'll save it then.
Okay.
If it
So
hits.
one of the bolts catches you, and unfortunately, oh no, I just saw your hit point total. It's a critical hit, and you take 16 points of piercing damage.
Oof. Well, I am out.
That bolt catches you right in the
Damn.
chest, and Therithiel drops as the door opens. Though, at that same moment, Junko's readied action is also triggered.
Did I not draw? There we go.
But you don't have inspiration, do you?
I do.
Something that may be worth using is that inspiration to force me to re-roll the natural 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
Like I said, you probably gonna save the party here, Elowen.
Please roll another net. 14.
Does 14 hit you?
14. I will use shield in this case.
Okay, so the bolt is coming for you, and for a moment, time seems to freeze. The bolt just hangs in the air. You can see it. You can actually see two others, and actually visibly see they're not going to hit you. You can see Junko beside you, frozen, the weapon in mid-spin.
Oh man.
All is
Therithiel
quiet.
does the Matrix.
There is no sound whatsoever. And then you feel a warmth in your hands where you're holding your bow. And there's like a voice. You can't quite make out the words. It's like a distant elven chant almost, just beyond the borders of your perception. And you feel something reaching into you. Your hands kind of move on their own as though puppet hands controlled by unseen strings. You let go of your bow with one hand, and the hand kind of flies through the air, gesturing in a complex pattern. And then everything suddenly kicks back into motion all at once, and the bolt that was coming right for your chest hits something unseen in front of you where your hand just gestured and bounces to the floor.
I look a little like, where did that come from? But since there's still danger in front of me, I ready my action. I shoot a bow at this.
Well, technically, Junko still gets her readied action. Let me do that real quick. And she's attacking this one here, who is 10 feet from her. She gets the Kusarigama spinning and hurls it right across the room. This would not be with sneak attack, would it? Frick!
Lifesaver, man, I'm telling you.
Druids becoming clutch.
Well, it hits him for 7 points of damage. It embeds itself right into his side. He and like as he tries to clutch at it, she rips it out. It takes some flesh and blood with it. He is looking pretty badly hurt from that strike. Now you may continue your turn, Therithiel.
I will attack that same person.
Okay.
However, I'm
Nice.
gonna take just a step back here, just in case.
Okay.
I will attack. So, 21.
That will hit. You fire the arrow and it goes straight through his right eye socket. And he drops. I said, and he drops. And there he goes.
There we go. And that ends my turn.
I just realized I accidentally moved my my map label to the token layer. Sorry. I'm sorry that 7 bothered you. Zethwith is up. Zethwith is going to finish patting out the fire in his beard. He's gonna and then do a little hop across the moat to get here.
Please fall in. Oh.
No.
Dexterity
Though
check.
he does kind of teeter a little bit, and then he steadies, goes for the crossbow, remembers that it fell into the moat, curses again. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
He's he's gonna pull out a dagger and throw it at Dracon with disadvantage, and you have +5 to your AC. Oop, hang on. I'll roll that a second time for the disadvantage.
It misses anyway.
Yeah, okay. So 13. It just ching off of the stone and plops into the moat.
I just smile at him.
And he's gonna start hoofing it. 5, 10. He's just running. Dracon, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna obviously see where he is. I would peek around this corner, and obviously I wouldn't see anything. I'm assuming through the open door. Besides, perhaps the dead body now on the floor.
I don't see where you're at.
I'm here,
Yep.
so I would have peeked around the corner.
Oh, I see what you mean. I
Seeing
see.
this guy, yeah.
Honestly, with all the stuff between you and there, I doubt you could see him from that far away.
Okay. Well, in that case, beside the point, I was going to, and I will continue to cast Ray of Frost at the dwarf guy. Same as the fireball, but this time it's like a light blue ray of frost that protrudes out of my finger.
Okay.
Heads towards him. 23 to hit.
Frick. Yeah, that'll hit him.
I also believe that his speed next turn is reduced by 10, so he can only move
Ass.
whatever that would be.
Nice. Smart.
Okay. Yeah. So you blast him, and it kind of catches him in the shins, coating them with ice, and he kind of hops a
Yeah.
little bit and starts like kicking his boots against each other, trying to like shake and crack the ice off.
Yeah. And I'm going to shout out in Dwarvish, fuck you.
Not enough that you had to yell that. You had to yell it in Dwarfish just for him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll shout, fuck you back.
E3, it is your turn.
You feel confused, like, what? What did I do wrong?
Are we going in? Anyone?
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
think we
there.
should.
I'm not there.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Get in there, dwarf.
Ithri is gonna charge in. He's gonna actually. So before he does anything, he makes a noise that sounds like a large boar as he rages. I don't
That
actually
sound
know.
like?
I don't. I think
Go on.
boars are like really not very.
Oink oink.
They're
Like a deeper voiced pig.
I can't do a deep squeal because boars kind of squeal. But one of those. And he's going to use his last rage. So, I've lost that.
What's a
one. I think
rage?
it is. It's French for OP. And then he's gonna and into here. If Ithri moves to there, that doesn't provoke opportunity attacks against.
It doesn't. Though now that you're there, you actually see there's a few more than you first thought.
Oh no!
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Oh, we should have
damn.
left. We should have left.
Cora, come back.
I can't. I don't know what's going on.
She doesn't know. She has no clue right now.
In that
I'm
case,
gonna go get him. I'm gonna bring him back.
I'd say
gonna
I'm
be so
sorry,
happy.
but
And
In
you
that
say
case-
nope and run back?
In that case, Ithri is gonna move here, grab the door, and close it as he leaves.
that will provoke from two of them.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is going to use their attack of opportunity to try to grapple you.
I didn't know that was a thing that could happen.
It is. You can replace any attack action with a grapple. So you have to make an acrobatics or athletics check, DC 5.
Does danger sense apply to this?
It is not, because this is not a saving throw.
So acrobatics or athletics.
Your choice.
You got this, man. Nice.
I think the
22.
other one is also going to try to grab you.
Damn it.
So do it again.
We'll see words.
14.
Okay. They grab you and you kind of wrench yourself free. A little bit of like your tunic tearing off in one of their hands as you fling the door shut. And you can hear, "Don't let him
And-
get out!"
And I'll just say,
After
there's
him!
10 in there. I don't even know if that's right. I will say there's 10 in there. I can't move. And because I haven't used my action, would there be something I could do to, like, try and hold the door so that they can't open it from the other side?
Yes, though keep in mind, if you don't attack or get attacked, your rage
no.
will end.
My rage gets dissipated. Yeah.
Okay.
Can he attack?
Though
the door
technically
just by
you were
holding it?
attacked this round, so you
Oh,
have for
okay.
at least one more round. Okay, so yeah, you can like plant yourself. Actually, the door opens away from you, so you'd be like holding onto it, leaning away. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever tried to lock somebody in a room by doing that, but I have.
Not since I was like 5. So.
I'm suddenly feeling very attacked.
Mm-hmm. Did it yesterday. Get out the room, Ashley. Get out the room.
Cora, while this is going on, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna keep on running. So
Probably the
is this
smartest of us all.
It is difficult terrain.
starting here.
Yep. So
Okay,
running
so
up the
5,
rocks.
10,
5.
15,
Yep.
20, 25,
Mm-hmm.
30, 35,
Mm-hmm.
40, 45. I would see him, right?
Yeah, I would say the air is kind of lit up with fire and ice shooting straight towards him, marking his location.
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
55, 60. 70. I'm gonna jump and try to roll as I fall.
Okay. What's your strength score?
The strength is 10.
Okay, you're trying to make a 15-foot jump, so you're gonna have to make an athletics check.
Would it be better if I did it here?
Well, you can jump 10 feet. So you could try to make like there, and I would say you could use an acrobatics check to try to balance and get that narrow little bit of land.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
23.
Okay, so Cora leaps up the rubble, like bounding from rock to debris to bigger rock. You kind of take 3 large bounding steps down the rubble to the other side, and then launch yourself over the moat, landing kind of in a crouch, like one knee to the dirt, landing on the other side, and then you're back up.
And I think that was probably all of my movement, right?
That does jumping does use movement.
Yeah, so that was a double move.
Okay.
Is that where I land, right here?
Yep. No.
Right there?
Where
Oops, right
you
here.
land here.
Ah! Okay. That's all I can do, really.
Okay, Elowin.
Okay, so I understand Ithri is holding the door.
Yep, as hard as he can.
Stopping us from going in. I'm gonna move to the arrow slots. Like there.
Hold Alt to put yourself like.
Oh, okay. Where I want to be.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to use my. I'm gonna use my javelin again,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and get a.
That will be with disadvantage, just so you know.
Okay.
It's pretty extreme range.
Yeah.
Have you got any cantrips that have range?
Not with range that far, I don't think.
Neither does Ithri.
Actually, no, I do. Can I use produce flame?
Yeah, you can cast
That's
Produce Flame.
ranged.
It would.
that's-
It's what's the range on Produce Flame? Do you know?
It says south.
You're gonna have to hit the spell. I think it'll be in the spell text.
I think it's just a 10-foot radius around her.
No, Produce Flame. You can throw it. There's a range on throwing it.
It says range area self. So
When you cast this, you can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet of you. So he's too far for it.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to where I was. I was here. I think I might try. kind of stuck really, because I don't want to stop I3 and go in there and do stuff.
You can ready an action if you'd like to.
Okay.
Like, if the door is open, to attack the first person you see with this or that, or something like that.
Okay, so I'm going to get my quarterstaff out and I'm going to ready that. So if anyone comes out of the room, if I3 can't manage to keep it closed,
Okay.
I'm going to move. Yeah, no, I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Excuse me. Okay. On the other side of the door, you hear, "Get that door open!" These two are going to try to force the door. So, E3, I need you to make a strength check.
Is that athletics, or is it a straight strength?
In this case, I think I'll allow you to use athletics for it. And then there's the other.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh, and attacker wins ties.
Rolling
Okay,
like
so I got a 9 and a 7, which ties your result of 9. You're holding it for as hard as you can, and then finally, the door handle just breaks right off in your hands, and the door flies open. That was these two's action, unfortunately. Though I will say that the one who did it kind of staggers back with the door unexpectedly.
Bad spot.
This one is gonna move over here. This one's gonna move there. This one's gonna move here.
Fireball would be really handy right now.
And
I don't
this
have it.
one, I think.
I didn't prep it this morning.
Just to let you know, Mr. E3, don't forget you have a specific potion that may or may not help you.
Though rage at this point will help too. Actually, rage will do
I-
the same thing, won't it?
Forgot about that potion. Damn it.
Did you skip Junko's turn?
Okay, well, 4 of them are shooting. 2 at E3, 2 at Junko.
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
do
it's
E3
him.
first. Yes?
You jumped over
Oh no,
Junko's.
he didn't skip Junko. She's in between him, I guess.
Yep. Okay, so E3 does 16 and 17 hit you.
Yep, and yep.
Okay, so you are raging, so that is half damage.
Okay.
So you take 4 and then another 4 for a total of 8 piercing damage as the 2 bolts hit you, just fueling your rage. And as you get angrier and more into your what you're trying to do, something happens.
They die.
They run away scared.
Isn't this a little boring? Let's try something different. And as you hear that sound, something begins spilling out of like your armor, and you're kind of like, as like this large noxious cloud pours out around you, kind of engulfing the area around you. And
Kill everybody in the
concealing
party.
you.
Oh.
You can, I mean, like, you can still, the rest of you still see E3 there. He's just surrounded in like a little cloud of gases that are just spilling out of his armor.
I wouldn't notice this at all.
And
Well, that's new.
the stink of it, if you will, it smells a little bit like a bog, like decaying moss and wet grass and leaves. Now the other 2 the other 2 bolts are aiming for Junko. Oof. Okay, well, natural 20 is gonna hit her for 16 points of damage. Fucking
Oh, no.
ouch. She's
Does
still
she
on
have
her
a
feet.
reaction?
She is still on her feet, but that
Jesus
hits her
Christ.
and like knocks her back against the wall, and she's like wincing and rips the bolt out. And there's like a little bit of blood. She just kind of puts a hand to it and is holding the blood in for the moment, looking very pained. Junko, for her part, all right, well, first of all, she's gonna put that Kusari Gama into this one's skull if she can. Actually, no. She's gonna put the Kusari Gama away and draw a Wakizashi.
Short sword.
That will hit for... Oops, I forgot to add that on. Hang on, let me re-roll the damage. There we go, that's what... Oh, man! Well, she doesn't get to keep the critical. So, it was 6 piercing damage, and then we're adding on another 4 for sneak attack. So she... As the door flies open and she catches that bolt, she rips the bolt out, scowls, draws the Wakizashi, launches in, like, cuts the man, cuts, like, right through his wrist and into his stomach, chest, and then along his neck with the Wakizashi, killing him.
Okay.
And then for movement, she's going to move back over here and use a bonus action to hide, if she can.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, if we pile their bodies up against the door, they can't come at us, right?
That's gotta be
In theory.
that's gotta be difficult terrain right now.
Not yet. It takes more than one body to make for difficult terrain in a 5-foot space.
Well, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, in like a 10-foot space.
Semantics.
Well, we have to kill them then.
This little halfling is going to
Die.
rush back here and is like trying to peer through the legs of everyone else, and he gets sight of E3. And he's going to take a shot at you.
This is so bad.
You have +2
Last
to
time
your
I hit
AC.
it through.
Doesn't hit.
It doesn't. Okay. So
Even without the +2, that doesn't hit.
the little bolt fires and it just vanishes into the cloud around you, and no sign of where it doesn't come out the other side. It doesn't hit you either. It just disappears and is gone.
So this okay, no, carry on. I'll ask on my turn.
Therithiel.
I do have this ability called Mask of the Wild, which lets me attempt to hide when I'm lightly obscured by mist. Can I attempt to hide?
Yes.
Well, it's by mist and other things. Can I attempt to hide and then do a sneak attack or surprise attack?
So on top of it being mist, it is still dim light, which is light obscurement.
Nice.
It's a cool,
So, yeah.
cool ability.
I don't know what to roll for that, or is it, if
Stealth.
it's just
It would just be stealth.
okay? Let's see. No, it's...
Though,
I'm a
actually,
little bit taller than
before you are forced to use that roll, something you should be aware of is the act of hiding is an action, unless you have an ability that lets you do as a bonus
Yes.
action. Do you still want to do
does
that?
it?
Because like rogues have cunning action, which lets them hide as a bonus action.
Well, this is an ability.
But does it say
that's
you can do it as a bonus action?
I didn't say any kind of action.
I think it just lets you hide. I think the fact that you can hide in plain sight is the ability. It's still an action, though.
Yeah.
Do you still want to do it?
No.
Okay. Well, then you don't have you. We can terminate
Yeah,
that
disregard
horrible
that
D20
roll.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calculate it.
That case, I will. Oh man, I had this idea to kind of push everyone back away, but
We need to funnel them.
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot the next dwarf in line that's right there,
Okay.
which should be. Oh wait, how do I?
Isn't E3 technically the next dwarf in line?
Please don't.
Well, the next bad dwarf. So
So
I will.
this one right here.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay.
I totally forgot how to do that ping.
Just hold down clicker.
Okay. So with my longbow.
Whew. 16 will hit. Barely. For 6 points of damage. All right, the arrow catches in one of the joints in his armor, and he curses. You can see the arrow stuck in him. It doesn't kill him, but it looks painful.
I don't want to move from where I'm at. Yeah, that'll just end my turn.
Okay. Zethwith is up with his grand speed of 15. Thanks for that. I don't think he's noticed Cora yet. So he's just gonna, in Dwarvish, call you several horrible insults that don't completely translate to common, but it's very unpleasant, and you get the gist of it.
I speak Dwarvish, so...
I know. I'm just saying it doesn't, like... There's not a clean translation. You understand what he's saying.
Agree.
It's just very foul. Some commentary about your lineage. Comparing it to very weak metals and poorly mixed alloys.
Even I heard that and it hurt.
Jesus, my heart.
And he's going to try to... Mouse, please stop. Why is this happening? There we go. He's going to try to double move and throw himself prone here behind these bushes.
Question. Would that technically be 3/4 cover?
It would be less than 3/4 cover, but being prone, you would have disadvantage to hit with a ranged attack.
Even the spell sniper account for that?
Yep. Spell sniper does not give you benefits there. It's just disadvantage for being... Yeah, he's...
Okay.
The downside is he's prone, and melee attacks have advantage to hit him.
How does prone... Not that I'm a caster, but how does prone affect saving throws against spells?
Disadvantage on dex saves.
Oh, okay.
Just light the whole area up there.
Dracon, it is your turn. You can see him over there. Like, the bushes are barely hiding him. Like, might even give you a little chuckle, like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
But
I
at
do
the
have a
same
question,
time,
though.
he has a smaller target now.
So this is an arrow slit here.
Yep.
Can I see from this one through this slit and see this guy here?
No.
Damn it. Okay. I'm going to see him fall prone, laugh, like you say, just give him a little chuckle. I'm going to step here to this corner. I'm going to see this guy in front, and I'm going to cast Firebolt, whizzing past peripheral over Ifri's head and try and hit this guy here.
Oh. Okay.
26, natural 20.
Oof.
Good
It's too bad he was
man.
already hurt. That would have roasted him. 11 points of fire damage. Yeah. He's already, like, shouting about the arrow in his arm, and your firebolt just catches him in the chest and face and beard, and he screams for a moment and, like, tries to run before tripping over the fallen body of his comrade and hitting the ground, and he's dead in seconds.
So you say he trips and falls. Would he perhaps fall into this here space here, Tim?
No, I think he would not.
Okay, and
Would he
to
fall
end my
back?
turn, I'd like to go back into the cover here and just keep an eye on the dwarf fellow.
To anybody who's watching this, I apologize. I'm having a hard time remembering to keep moving the map to follow the characters. This sucks. I need a intern. E3.
Yeah, you need to kill him off, Tim.
I don't think Ithri would be a good intern.
No.
So, Ithri is going to... I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
The potion of invulnerability gives resistance to
All
certain
damage.
types of damage,
Yep.
but rage also gives that. I presume it doesn't stack.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm not going to choke. I'm going to pull out another javelin. Whilst I'm doing this, Ithri's going to yell in the door, "We only need one of you alive. You decide." Pull out a javelin, lob it at the guy in the middle, I guess, of the
Okay.
front three. Yeah. To try and take him down. Wait, is any of them injured?
No, not anymore.
Okay, so yeah, I'll try and attack that gate.
Which one?
Middle one.
This one in the middle.
Okay. This one here, Tim, I think that's the one I shot here. And he doesn't have a cross on
You
him
said
for me.
you said this one was the one you shot.
Yeah, that is-
No, I said this one.
Oh, well then that changes things. Okay, so
Yeah, 'cause
one of
I
them
moved
is
here
injured.
to
That's the
hit
one
him.
with the arrow in it, and one is quite dead.
Yeah, sorry, Tim. I did say that, but
Then I would aim for the injured guy, but it was an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. So you aim for the injured one, throwing the javelin, and he just kind of last minute knocks it away with the butt of his crossbow.
Then getting the hammer back out, I'm just going to say, you can pick one and then hide. Not actually hide, just step back here. So I'm not in line of
Out
sight.
of the way.
everything.
Yes, got it.
Oh, thanks. Just leave me hanging out there.
With the thought of swinging at anyone who comes through the door. I don't have an action, so I can't prepare it.
Yeah.
But that's the plan.
Cora.
I can't get to him on my turn, so what I would like to do is stealth.
You can't?
No. It's 46 feet away.
Oh,
He's just out of my reach, unfortunately.
gotcha.
Oh, that's annoying.
So, I'll just do half my movement. Twice. 20 feet each turn, and I'll do a stealth.
Oh, you're trying to sneak up on him. Okay, make a stealth check. Let's see.
Might as well if I'm going half my movement.
Fair enough.
nice.
19.
No, 19.
Maybe his passive perception is better than his dex.
I don't think it's 19.
Nope, it sure isn't. The legendary hero, Zethwith Barrington.
Yeah, right.
I assume I can
Little
see him pretty well,
bastard.
though, right?
Yeah, he's just like hunched in the bushes, laying as low as he can. Like his attention is completely focused on the moat house.
Okay. That's it then.
Okay, Elowin.
Yes. I'm going to actually move inside the room to here.
Ooh, okay.
And
Ballsy.
I'm going to
Ballsy.
use and I'm going to use poison spray.
Targeting.
This, how do I do it again? How
Just
do
hold
I
down the left
mark
click.
them? This one here.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Um,
I believe that requires only a damage roll from you. I have to make a saving throw to resist.
okay. So do I just put poison spray?
Yep.
On my cantrips? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 8.
Okay. And what
Is this-
does this look like as you cast this?
So it is. I put my hand out, and there's a puff of this gas that goes from in my hand towards them.
Okay. Let's see if he resists. It is a DC
Probably.
13.
Probably.
You don't.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was so
Of
close
course
to
he
an 8.
does.
So
Okay.
close.
He quickly like backs away, waving through the poison mist before inhaling. Though
Gosh darn it.
the lone brigand along the back wall over here observes this and kind of barks out, still leaning against the wall. Watch that one, she's a caster. Take her. Try to get her alive. She'll sell for she'll sell for a good price. Sell well.
Sell for a well.
She'll sell for a whole well, a really big one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you know what I should have done? Should have closed the door behind you and just snuck in that corner.
I was planning
The-
something else, but which I should have done that, but it's all good.
The one
Super
adjacent to you is going to draw a scimitar
Oh no.
and is going to come
Should
at
have
you
killed
with
him.
it.
Mm-hmm.
7 to hit. I assume that's not going to hit you.
No.
Okay. This one is going to move over the body of his comrade and also draw a scimitar and attack you.
Nice.
7.
Nope.
All right. The back two
Oh god.
are going to stick with their crossbows. One of them is going to shoot at Therithiel, the other at Elowin.
Can the little
Therithiel
one
first.
shoot at me, please?
Therithiel, that's 14 to hit.
That hits.
All right, you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
Elowin,
Crossbows do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
15 to hit.
No. It does not hit.
That's a surprise. Oh, okay.
What am I
With
looking at exactly?
AC.
Oh no, okay. I'm looking at something else. Okay. Yeah, no, it does hit.
Oh, it does hit.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, damn.
Wait.
Yeah, I was confused at the hit points and that. 18,
Gotcha.
so-
If my AC is 14, does it still hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Attackers win ties.
Yeah.
But it only
Okay,
does
so it
1
does
damage.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage, Elowin, as one of the bolts
Okay.
hits you, and as as it catches you, not in a lethal spot, like kind of in the hip, and a little yelp escapes you. The brigand along the wall says, "If you throw down your weapons and surrender, it stops here. Your
do
choice." Junko is up. Well, they don't know she's there.
I wanted to go for them.
Am I still gassy?
You are.
I apologize.
She's gonna move over here. With the Kusari Gama, she's gonna attack the one immediately north of Elowin.
No, they have pills for that.
God, I love a rogue with a reach weapon. Unfortunately, her damage roll was ass, but the Kusari Gama does hit him for 4 points of damage plus 2 from sneak attack, so 6 damage total. She kind of spins away from the wall and lets the weapon swing right past Elowin, catching the man kind of in the shoulder and neck, and then slashing it back. And then she's going to move back over here, duck in here, and try to hide again. Because
Good
cunning
lord.
action.
I am done for.
Rogues are pretty good mobile fighters. Unfortunately, that's
Yeah.
a 10, so she's not getting away with that again. Though it occurs to
Yeah,
me,
maybe.
technically, since she was hidden, she had advantage on that attack roll. Let me just roll real fast again to make sure it wasn't going to be a critical hit. If it's a natural 20, you never know. It was not a natural 20. Okay. So after Junko, it is the Aide's turn. He's got a real good angle on everyone here. Also, Elowin,
Which
make sure
one
you
is
put
he?
in your the hit point damage that you took.
Yeah, I've written it down. Do I just use the little arrows?
Yes.
Oh, well, you could do that too,
Or-
but if you click on your token... Oh, wait, you're
Yeah.
using...
Oh yeah, I'm still using Roll20.
Okay. If you click on your token, you should see some
Yeah.
bubbles appear. The blue bubble is your AC. The green bubble is your hit points. If you
Oh,
click
okay, yeah.
once into the green bubble, it will highlight the number. You can type minus and then whatever the damage and press enter, and it will math it for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
I've put your
the
name on.
aide is going to pretend he didn't hear the offer for you to surrender and is going to shoot at Elowin. Giggling to himself.
Oh, boy.
That's a
Yeah.
practical joke. All right.
That hits.
You take 5 more damage as a crossbow bolt. This time it gets you in the leg and it frickin' hurts. Maybe even drops you to one knee.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that hits.
Enough! I said I want her alive! And
Yeah, leave me alone.
the
Just for now, please.
Big boy,
Oh.
who incidentally appears to be of some elven ancestry.
Maybe that's why he likes me.
He's going to draw a longsword and advance here and walk right out of the room to here. And now that he sees E3 and Therithiel, he kind of takes in your wounded countenance. Ugh. That's what I thought. Weak! And he's gonna go at Therithiel.
Does Elwyn
It's
get attack of
fine.
opportunity?
No, because he is still in her range. Therithiel. Does 24 hit you?
Yep.
That's 10 slashing damage.
I am done.
With a fierce swing of his sword, it kind of hamstrings you and drops you to the ground. Like you're conscious for a moment, blinking, trying to stay conscious, but you're kind of going into shock and you pass out.
Shaking.
He points the sword at E3. Your lucky day. Surrender! Or die. Therithiel, would you kindly make a death saving throw?
That was just before.
I do that how?
There should be a
I
spot
know this one.
on the character sheet for it.
Next to hit dice.
You click
Under-
where it's
Oh, I
just
see,
the
I
word
see, I see.
death
Yeah.
saves.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
saves.
All right, you succeeded.
Made
That's
that
good.
one.
If you
That's
get a
one
natural
of
20,
three.
you even heal 1 hit point and get back up.
Oh man, I had a plan too. Okay.
Zethwith. is going to get up from prone and start to run and almost run face first into Cora. Damn, dude! You.
I'm high. I'm like I'm hunched down though.
Well, yeah, but you're like in the open.
There's not. I'm by a tree right here. Isn't there a tree?
I mean,
Well,
I
whatever
suppose.
you say.
He's kind of like running in. He was gonna run away, so you'd be like right in his path regardless.
Surprise! You can surrender.
I'm surrender. No, you surrender, and maybe
No.
I'll kill you quick.
surrender. Does he look hurt?
Yes,
By the way,
badly,
Pretty hurt.
very badly. And 2 of his weapons
Steamings.
are missing. In fact, he has no weapons remaining at present.
I'll just look him up and down and be like,
Bro, you want some, bro? Bring it.
"But
Whack him. Whack
what are you
him.
gonna do?" Not my turn.
He,
Oh, yeah.
so unfortunately, he got adjacent to you before noticing you.
Yeah,
He's gonna chance it and try to run
I will attack him.
this way.
I'll like go for his like knee or back of his legs. And maybe I
Okay.
can
He
trip
like
him.
feints like he's gonna jump at you and then just turns and starts hoofing it as hard as he can.
But 14.
That will hit him. For 4 points of damage. That does not bring him down. But you crack him like in the back of the knee and he kind of dips a little bit and is limping away from you as quick as his remaining 10 feet of movement will go. That's as far as he can get. Dracon.
Okay, I would look outside the window, and I'm assuming I would see this all happening.
Well, he was kind of out of range briefly, but he suddenly ran right back into your point of view, limping now.
Okay. Do I see Cora out there?
You would probably
would
have heard.
say-
I was yelling at
Yeah,
him.
I would say you know she's there.
I said, "No, you surrender."
Okay, in that case, I'd step here, taking my surroundings, seeing the new guy. Oh man,
and
would I have...
being
You
unconscious as well.
can't cast anything there. We're all there.
No, I can. I just can't do
Evoker,
AOE, but
remember?
I need to be closer to do AOE damage. Did I hear him shouting surrender?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
I'd say you
Trying
can
to
see
survive at this
Therithiel's-
point.
Therithiel is down. E3 looks wounded, and there appears to be some kind of mysterious gas emanating from E3.
He's gassy.
I'm gassy and bloodied.
Junko looks pretty badly hurt. Elowin is on one knee.
And surrounded.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Tell you what, that rest looks pretty good right about now.
Yep.
Hindsight.
I don't know what to do. I am going to use all of my movement to walk up to this guy. And then I'm going to lay my staff on the floor and I say, "We surrender." And I'll end my turn with that.
E3. Actually, before E3 takes your turn, as you approach Dracon and do this, the speaker, the leader, if you will, eyes you up and spits on the floor. "You're too old. Kill him."
My age.
Oh my god!
I'm young at heart. You.
Does he wait until
No.
he's
He
right
waits
in his
until the
face?
staff is down and
Wow.
until he kind of studies Dracon for a moment, like, what am I gonna do with you?
This might be
So
a
it's
party
my-
wipe, guys.
My turn, is it?
It is your turn.
All new characters next game.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
I believe in you.
Ithri is going to say, "That bear would be a really good idea right now. I'm not going down without a fight." He's going to step up to Big Dude and recklessly attack.
Ooh, reckless.
Actually, no, I take that back.
No.
He's not going to recklessly attack unless not this turn. One overgame question: does this voice that Ithri's hearing,
Mhm.
does it feel like I could talk back to it?
You're not really sure.
Does it feel like it's in my head, or does it
It-
feel like it's just a voice I can hear?
No one else has reacted to it in any way. I guess make a perception check. This is not your. It's not going to count as your action.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
19.
19. Okay. At first, the first time you heard the voice, it sounded like it was someone whispering just behind you. The second time, no, you're reasonably confident it was up here.
In that
Uh-oh.
case, I will attack this dude, and I'm going to try. Ithri has no idea how this stuff works, but he's going to try and think back to that voice saying, "I'll make this as interesting as possible, but please help." And he's going to attack Big Dude
Okay.
with his maul.
Because we're all kind of surrounding him. Does he get advantage on that?
Nope, has to be a direct flank. Though I will note,
Nice.
E3, if you move here, while you will be flanked, you'd also be flanking him and receive +2 to hit.
That isn't. I rolled before I made that decision,
Okay.
so I won't
Okay.
do that now.
So 23 with your big ass two-handed hammer is absolutely going to hit for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Jeez. What kind of attack is this? Like, what does this look like?
Well, so I think Ithri would yell that stuff about the bear beforehand, and just as he makes that movement, just try and. Is there a wall to the north of him, or is that open door?
That is a wall.
I think that's open. So I try and like smash him with the hammer into the wall as much as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Whilst running at him.
And you do, like, you crush him against it, and like you can hear all this air leave his body. And like at the very end of his gasp, there's some bloody spittle flying out too, as you're pretty sure you crushed some important things in there. And like as you pull the hammer back, he's staggering, like reeling, trying to stay on his feet. He looks probably as badly hurt as Junko, if not more so, at this point.
Down that fight. That's me. I don't have any bonus actions or anything.
Okay.
And I'm not
Cora.
going to step away because.
Well,
Get him, girl.
I'll go after him and smack him.
He's just running for it as hard as his little legs can carry
I'll
him.
just go behind him and like smack him in the back of the head.
Okay.
How long did that slow last?
1 round.
This is not
Just one round, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, you try, but he manages to duck and weave, and he, if nothing else, is an expert at avoiding getting hit in the back of the head with a staff.
Well, then I'll try to jab him with in the neck as my bonus action.
Okay.
Carotid artery. There we go.
20 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
Non-lethal, by the way.
Okay. And with that
Can you
hit,
do lethal damage with unarmed strikes? I don't even know if you can.
yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, good point.
With that
Cora, we need
hit,
your
he
help
just
here,
drops like a sack of potatoes, but his momentum and his top heaviness kind of cause him to land face first and to roll a couple of times before he comes to a stop, just kind of lying face down in the mud.
I'll kick him over so he doesn't suffocate in the mud.
Okay.
So when the rest of us die, is this campaign just going to be the adventures of Cora?
And this guy.
Cora.
Hang on.
And this guy.
I just need to move it here so I can get the. I couldn't. It was off screen. I couldn't see the.
Is he going to be out for a while? Can I tell?
You are pretty confident he's out.
Oh, good.
Oh, I
good.
wonder what everybody else is doing.
From there, you can see the gap in the wall that he ran
Oh,
through.
yeah. I still have movement.
You can
So
use it.
I'm going to keep... how much did I use? I was here.
Yeah, you use 10 feet.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to start heading this way and make my way towards the gap here.
Okay. And with that, we'll segue through that gap to Elowen, who is on one knee, and there's quite a few guys.
Okay. I am because I'm on one knee. Does that put me at a disadvantage?
No, that's just for flavor purposes.
So if I wanted to swing at someone with a quarterstaff,
You still can.
yeah. Okay. I don't know whether this is gonna help me or not. Can I cast Shillelagh
Yes, you can.
Good
and
girl.
with the quarterstaff take a hit at the dude?
Both of the
Right
two
there.
north of you are injured, by the way.
Okay. Can I take a hit at this one right next to me?
Yes.
How do I do that to roll? Do I just press
I
quarterstaff?
think if you hit Shillelagh, it should
Okay, so
go into the chat.
Just
I think
click on
that'll work. Usually that comes with an attack roll included. Damn!
Oh,
Um,
no.
Well, let's see.
So you use your spell casting on the attack instead of strength,
Yeah.
and you use a D8 instead of whatever your quarterstaff is.
We'll have to make
My-
a custom macro for it. Remind me. Please stay on me, and I will make that for you between games. For
Okay,
now,
so how do I do it right
you're
now?
just going to roll... Let's see. You're going to roll a wisdom check and add your
Yeah.
proficiency modifier.
Okay, so wisdom. Oh no, saving throws.
No, that's well, your proficiency saving
Okay.
throws, right?
That's
so
good.
perfect.
Yeah, and then the
Okay,
proficiency's
so
2.
you hit. You well, that's already in there. It's got it in
Okay.
there.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
You're going to roll 1d8 plus
Whatever the quarterstaff is.
wisdom.
So if she uses it, or at least for me, if I use it two-handed, it's already a 1d8. So I don't know if it's the same for her.
My quarterstaff. It says damage type next to it, 1d8 plus 2.
For the purposes of, yeah. So you would do 1d8 plus 3 now instead. And in fact, you would do 1d10 plus 3.
Yeah.
How do I type that into the chat?
Bracket, 1d10 plus 3, bracket. That's square brackets, by the way, not braces.
Yeah, that I was just thinking that. 1d10 plus 3.
Plus
so
3. Yeah.
And this counts as a magical attack, too.
Would that work?
Yup. You rolled a 7 plus 3, so 10 damage.
There's a 10.
So
Nice.
your staff suddenly swells in your hands. One end of it kind of bulging out, almost like a wooden tumor, if you will. And you pull back and bring it right down on his skull like a giant club. And you can feel his skull completely give way beneath the force of the blow. And I won't go into too much description on what's left of the body, but he is down hard.
Just to
And you're back
let you
up.
know, that spell lasts a minute, so that's continuous for you at the moment.
Yep. For the rest of this
does
fight,
that-
your staff
okay.
will stay like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, awesome. Probably won't work as well next time, but...
They seem somewhat upset by this. The other injured one is actually going to take the disengage action to fall back from you. This one is going to move down here. There's a lot of bodies here suddenly. With the scimitar and attack you. $15 to hit.
No, yes, sorry.
You take 5 points of damage. Slashing damage. Still up?
Yeah. Just about.
Okay. So you try to parry with the staff, and it succeeds, but with a scimitar, it's such a fast weapon that he does sort of a crisscross and manages to slice right along your torso, and it hurts. It hurts real bad. This other one is going to take a shot, I think, at E3. Don't forget you have +2 to your AC. 14.
Misses.
All right, once another bolt goes into the gas cloud around you, and you're dimly aware of like the bolt just being flung out of the cloud in a different direction, not even firing, just like as if someone disdainfully tossed it. Junko is up. Junko is going to... Oh, this sucks.
We're all in that little corner.
This is risky, whatever she does, I think.
I mean, we've all risked it.
Okay.
Can I give you a suggestion?
No, I already know what I'm doing. She's gonna move over here. And she's going to kind of slide to her knees by Therithiel. And like try to staunch the bleeding a little bit and work with the wound. And Therithiel, you heal 2 hit points
Oh, right on.
and regain consciousness. Though as she's doing this, she kind of leans in and shh, play dead. And then she's going to I think she's going to stay there. Going to rise to her feet and then keep eyes warily on the the boss man. The aide, for his part, is going to...
Now, when you say the 8, is that little guy back here?
That is the little guy, yep.
Okay.
He is going to hop onto the bodies of his comrades and kind of leapfrog from one to the next to get over here. And he's gonna pull out a little hatchet and attack Elwyn.
Jesus.
This
course he is.
Oh, he's the chef, is he?
I picture him like a little Chucky or something.
Yeah, that hits.
Does 14? Okay.
I'm down.
It is a non-lethal attack, though. He is going to try to
Okay.
hack at your legs, and when you come down with the back, the flat of the axe, he's gonna strike you hard on the head.
Mm-hmm.
I got her, boss! I got her! I got her! And then he's crowing as he's jumping up and down on the body of his fallen comrade. Completely unconcerned. For his part, the boss doesn't even acknowledge him. The boss is staring in shock, I guess, at at E3.
He'd get a snarl back.
He's going to take his shield and throw it aside, and then grip his longsword two-handed
Oh, you prick.
and attack E3.
Okay. As long as it's not me.
What?
Yes!
He missed.
Wow. Wow.
You know,
Guys, we can survive this.
You guys are having some luck now.
Yeah, but no,
I'm
it's
a
not
little-
us having luck. It's you having our bad luck. I think that's what it is.
That's true. You know, that might be true. You guys are all still alive. That's saying
Keep throwing
something.
it at him. Keep throwing it at him.
He, with two hands, brings it in an overhand swing at you, and you get your maul up and parry it, like bash it aside, go for another, like a reverse swing at him and force him back against the wall. Therithiel, at present, no one has noticed that you are conscious.
Okay, well, first of all, I kind of brought back to life, so I go like, and then as a, let's see, what is this bonus action? I will cast Second Wind.
That's not even a casting.
myself?
That's just
Oh well, that's a D10.
you get
Nice.
feet under you. Nice.
Nice.
Finally,
Nice.
some good rolls. Keep this happening.
I had 2 hit points back. You said right? I didn't
Yup.
write that down.
Yep.
So I'm up to 12.
On 11. Plus health.
Can I, as secret as I can, take out my rapier and just stab at that leader guy?
Yes, you will
On
have
the floor?
advantage to hit because he did not notice you coming too.
Stab him in the dick.
Well, that's what I'm kind of aiming for there. Let's see, rapier.
It's too small, you're gonna miss. Nice.
18, 19,
19 will hit him.
10 piercing damage.
He's going to use a reaction to parry, raising his AC by 2.
Is his AC now 19?
His AC is now 20.
Oof.
Jesus Christ.
He is going to
how-
deflect that blow that would have otherwise been a killing strike.
Is that like for the rest of his turn, or how does
Yeah,
that-
nope, it's just against literally one attack.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And that was his reaction.
I'm still on the floor, mind you.
Oh, that would have countered your advantage. That would have been a regular. Whatever, it's fine. Moving forward. Either way, he's not taking that 10 damage this turn.
There we go.
Did you want to use the rest of your movement to get up? It is half your movement to get up from prone.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And that's half my movement. Just take one step back here.
I think
Okay.
he may attack you. No?
Yes, if you take a step back, it will provoke. Well, no, it won't because he already used his reaction.
Reaction, yes. True.
All right.
That guy can still hit me. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You back away. Nice. Dracon.
Okay, so
Smoke him.
after clearly being insulted, looking down at my quarterstaff, I look back up at the guy.
Just punch him.
I'm too old, you say?
young sir.
And as I say that, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave, which will be directed towards him, this guy, and then the guy that stood on him there. So hitting all three.
And I know you can exempt your allies from that anyway.
Yep, nobody of my allies gets hit. And they need to make a DC 14 con save.
Let's start with the big guy. Uh-oh. He makes it. Let's take a look at the aid and the bandit. The
Get rid of
aid.
the aid.
Natural one.
That makes
Nice.
sense. And the other one.
Makes sense.
Okay, so they both take 12 damage, and the big guy takes 6. And they are pushed 10 feet back.
Okay, so the bigger guy is actually killed. That turns his bones to jelly and launches him, and he
Good.
just slams off of this wall. The little guy is still alive and is launched 10 feet backwards, and the one here, like, it knocks
him.
the crossbow out of his hands as he catches the little halfling like someone flung a child at him.
Never disrespect me again.
And this one took half damage,
You
right?
say to a corpse.
Yeah, I'd say to the
Half?
dead man.
Wait, no, the boss took half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you said the big guy died.
No, the bigger bandit.
No, the big guy.
Oh, okay.
The boss
No, I take that
guy
back.
takes 6 damage
Yes.
No, if he's thrown against the wall, does that add any
and
additional damage?
dies.
Nice.
I say.
Nice.
Never
It doesn't. He's like
disrespect me.
resisting as you're blasting sonic energy. His halfling friend gets blasted back. The other one tries to resist. Bones liquefied. Slams into the wall. The boss. No, not possible. And suddenly, he lifts off the floor and is flung from you,
Can I, just for
landing head
flavor,
first on the floor and like crack. And go ahead. Sorry.
as I look up from my quarterstaff, my eyes are kind of glazed over, like an anger has awoken in me. Being disrespected, saying I'm old and weak, and that he clearly only wanted Elowin. And then obviously I cast the spell and say what I say.
Nice. Good job.
E3.
Little tiny thing.
Oh,
Uh,
actually, sorry. If that is the end, if he's pushed or dead, can I then just take? Because I haven't moved. Can I move?
Sure,
Just
you
here.
can use whatever movement you have left.
Yeah, I'll move there.
Okay.
Right, sorry, that's it.
E3.
Oh, actually feels really bad. Ithri is just gonna yell in Dwarvish, "Fuck!" whilst running in. Can I stand on bodies?
Yes.
Fuck, it doesn't matter. I'll stand here,
You trip
and
over.
I am recklessly attacking the bigger guy.
The one holding the halfling?
I don't wanna hit the halfling because I think we need one of them alive.
Okay.
So.
So
I'm
just so
gonna-
you guys
and-
are
and
aware,
the halfling is probably less.
just so you guys know how non-lethal works, at the point of knocking them to 0 hit points, you choose if you are hitting them lethally or non-lethally.
Yeah.
Just so
Okay.
you are
So
aware of how it
hit
works.
anybody.
This big guy is getting hit lethally.
Understood.
If he gets hit, I am not holding back. So reckless attack
Hmm.
gives me advantage on one of these.
Ooh.
That is 24 to hit.
For 16
For-
damage.
Yeah, 16 damage.
Damn. Nice.
Squish head.
You swing the hammer and take his legs right out from under him. You can hear the bones break, and you bring the hammer up and around and straight down on his head. And there is nothing left when you pull the hammer up except just little sticky strands.
I'm gonna point the hammer in the face of Halfling.
It's funny, he
And
actually
yell.
kind of fell on the halfling because he was holding him when you knocked his feet out from under him, so the halfling hit the floor prone.
Nice. So I'm just gonna hold the gory hammer up to the halfling's face and say, staring at him, "Someone get Elowin." Because if he doesn't know that she's stable.
Don't forget there is another guy in the room.
Yeah, there's a guy
Mhm.
right in the corner behind you.
Yep.
I know. I know. E3 doesn't.
Cora.
Oh, okay.
What's this guy doing here?
His back is currently to you, but it looks like he's kind of backing out and away.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna jump across. Can I get across pretty easily?
Yes.
Looks like it's not
Just
that wide.
like hopping on rock to rock.
And then I'm gonna scramble up here very quickly. It's half my movement,
Yep.
so I have to double move.
Okay. Should
So
I
I'm gonna
assume
get
no
right
stealth
behind
this
him.
time?
No. Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah. It
I'm
will
not
be with
using my full
disadvantage.
movement,
Oh,
so
are,
why not?
I guess you're not, are you? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's see what you got.
14.
He doesn't seem to notice your approach, though obviously on his turn he will. He just doesn't hear you coming.
I wish I could. Can I just like duck down and put my foot down so he trips when he
Yes.
turns around?
You could do that. Because actually, I guess there is sort of a little lip here that you could hide behind.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm gonna
I'll
do
allow that. There's hiding spots. Okay. Elowin,
I'm gonna try to trip him
you-
if he, you know.
Yep.
you are actually unconscious and don't need to make a death saving throw. Or wait, are you conscious? No, you're at 0, right?
Yeah. I've got one HP left.
I thought the guy hit you and non-lethally.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you're unconscious.
okay, yeah.
I was
So
gonna say, wait,
Unconscious
am I?
now. No death rays.
It's been a long
it
fight.
was
so-
non-lethally. It was
Yeah.
the little
Yeah,
halfling
yeah.
non-lethally.
Yep. So
yeah.
what that means is you're at 0 hit points still. You're
Yeah.
just not
Just not
making
dying.
death saving throws. You're alive. You're
Okay.
stable. There's no danger of you dying unless somebody else hits you.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just sleeping.
Incapacitated, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The one remaining bandit is gonna take a shot at E3.
What you get?
15.
I still have the +2.
You do.
That misses.
Okay. Bolt goes in, just gets spat out going a completely different direction, and he kind of just chucks the crossbow, and he's going to try to run for it. He has to make a dexterity saving throw because Cora is now trying. Actually, no. Cora, make an athletics or acrobatics check. DC is 9.
10!
Okay.
Oh,
So
Nice.
he tries to run past you, and you trip him, and he falls. And now he
Does-
needs to make a dexterity saving
Does
throw.
that also provoke?
No.
Can I smack him too?
9.
And he knocked his
okay.
head on a rock and died.
So he falls, like,
and he snapped his
and
neck.
because this is like, Ash, I know you know what I'm talking about because we were just there yesterday. You know, like along high sidewalks, how there's like giant rocks sometimes piled up down to like a waterfront. That's kind of what we're looking at here. A lot of big jagged rocks, and he just fell, and he is tumbling down.
Rip.
He's gonna take 1d6 points of piercing damage as he falls, and ends up in a crumpled heap here, and he's dead.
He
Yeah.
did break his neck.
He had 5 hit
Cora's
points
kind of like,
left. Yeah, he falls, and then you hear a sickening crunch.
Oh my god. Wow.
that neck gone.
Well, that took a turn. That turned very suddenly, to be honest.
I genuinely thought when I turned around and attacked that boss, I was like, this is suicide. But
I wasn't
If we
sure it
wouldn't-
wasn't.
E3 wouldn't go out and leave someone there.
Some of our rolls got better.
Junko is going to in here. We need
knock
this
him
one
out.
alive.
I think we do.
You're unconscious.
Yes.
True. Ignore me. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Is what
Capture
she
the halfling.
imagines Elowin would say if Elowin were here.
Do
I
we
think so.
do we need one of these alive when we have the dwarf?
What? Which dwarf? Looking around at all the dead dwarfs.
Obviously,
Yeah,
no
you
one
don't
else knows that
actually-
he's out there.
Oh yeah, Dracon did see that.
they all saw me run out there.
She's going
What-
to.
If
I
it
guess
helps, I
just-
yell out, capture the halfling.
Okay. She's gonna use the Wakizashi, and he's prone, so she has advantage on this. She's just gonna hit him in the head.
Splits the salad right open. A natural 20.
17 will hit him for 10 points of damage, dropping him down to 0, and non-lethal. He is out, and that will end initiative.
Guys, did we survive this?
Possibly.
Cora's gonna pop her head around. Hey guys!
I
Oh
was
my
not-
god, you
I
don't
was-
look very good.
Oh my god.
I was not happy when that guy said that to me, man. I'm gonna walk back over here and pick up my quarter staff and then proceed into the room.
Ithri's just going to sit on the floor.
I will.
and- Actually,
Sorry, go ahead.
before my rage ends, I'm just going to think, if that was you, thanks. And then sit down and unrage. Unrage? I guess that's a thing.
As you're beginning to
no.
calm, you do hear one final. Now, wasn't that fun? And that's it.
I would just like to point out I was the only person, I believe. I don't know if Cora did, but I didn't take any damage that whole fight.
No, I didn't take any damage either.
You were very fortunate.
Is Elowen
I've-
okay?
I can't
Can
speak. I'm
I-
unconscious.
Can I?
That was...
I guess I would have seen her as I walked into the room. Can I perform a medicine check and try and stabilize her, wake her up?
Yeah, right away, like checking her pulse, you can see she's alive. She's out, and like her leg is pretty messed up from where I think you got shot in the leg and the hip.
She took an arrow to the knee.
That's why I was on.
And
one
obviously,
knee.
there's like blood running down her forehead from where that halfling hit her. But
Do I need to make any checks, or can I just prod her to wake her up?
you cannot wake her up without magical healing or a short or extended rest, or some ability to heal hit points.
Oh, I can't do that.
I'm the only one
Miss
that can
Elowen.
cure
Oh,
people, apparently.
I can help. Let me look at her.
Okay.
And then I'll step out the way.
Go over to her, kind of wipe the blood off her face, and just kind of glance around, and I'm gonna heal her 2 hit points.
Okay. As Cora is tending to Elowen, she suddenly seems to stir. Elowen, you're not really. The last thing you saw was that little halfling coming at you with the backside of his axe, and then nothing, and you just kind of come to.
Hey, it's okay. They're all gone now.
Thank you. We did it?
Yes, Cora will
Nice.
help you up if you want to get up.
I'm just gonna hang there for a minute.
Fair enough.
Lady Cora.
Hmm?
Did
Oh, I start speaking, and then I just move here to see if I can see the dwarf, to see if he's still unconscious on the floor.
Yup, you can just see him laying there.
He's unconscious in the swamp.
we managed to get him?
Yep.
I'll just say that. Yeah.
I will be over here
Hey, I
tying
got it.
this little man up. Since he's unconscious, just trying to restrain him.
Okay.
Some restraints.
Do you have manacles or rope or anything?
I have rope, yeah.
That'll do. Okay.
Can we also begin to loot bodies, please?
I would like to do what's his face? Get him all situated before he wakes up or anything. Sethwith,
Okay.
before we start looting.
So while Therithiel, is anyone else aiding Therithiel with that?
I will.
Okay. Therithiel and Cora kind of tend to Zethwith and the halfling, securing them, tying them up, maybe putting them in a corner where they can't hurt anything. Junko is going to first tend to her own wound, and then once that's dealt with, bandaged up a little, she'll keep watch. The rest of you tending to these dead brigands, and maybe to the rest of the room as well. You can see that the bar that they used to secure the door was also new, not rotted wood as you'd expect. It looks like something they brought in. You can see that there are bedrolls thrown about the chamber. There was obviously a campfire, though it's gone out not too long ago, it looks like. There's some wrecked furniture that looks like it's been situated for an ideal ambush or a surprise attack. On the actual bodies, the halfling had a hatchet. He also had a flail.
Nice.
And was wearing ring mail. The leader had chain and a shield. Chain mail, not a chain shirt. All of the others were wearing just mishmash padded and leather armor, and had just sort of an odd assortment of weapons that they were using. You find that there was some wealth that I now need to, because this is a first edition adventure, I need to actually roll how much each of them had. So there were 8 brigands. Hello?
Hello.
It didn't work.
Hello, mate.
There.
Oh, there it is. You find 87 silver pieces between all of the brigands. And oh boy, you're gonna be mad about this one.
Mad in a good way, please.
That'd be 34, so 3 times, so 20. Okay. You find this many electrum. You guys got that right? The 87 silver. Woo! That's a lot.
Yeah.
You find 55 electrum pieces.
Yep.
And you find 47 gold pieces.
Yeah.
That's not counting the leader. That's just the aide and the other bandits.
I'll do the maths and split it all up when we're done.
The leader, you actually find he had a large leather coin purse containing 14 platinum, 2 citrines, and a gold chain.
Okay. Is that all the loot we find of note?
On their person, yes.
Could I perhaps search the room to see if there is anything else, perhaps hidden?
Before you do that, is anyone else doing anything?
Yes. Can we put that token up here? The dwarf with cell phone.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Please have them like in the middle of the room because I want both of them to be in the middle of the room where they can't escape. I would like to close that door and put the latch back on it, and go and try to start a fire.
Okay, yeah, you want to use the remnants of their little cooking fire?
Yes.
Okay, you can do that.
Pretty
Easy.
sure we're gonna rest here for a while.
Yeah, without saying a word, I think Ithri's just going to go sit next to Elowen and just put a hand on her shoulder.
Yeah, I prop myself up against the wall and have a drink from my water skin and have some rations. Just try and regain a bit of
Ithri's going to be very quiet
well
and
awareness.
still.
Okay. I will say, Elowen, the leg that it was the same leg that got the arrow and the crossbow bolt in the hip. It was both on your left
Yeah.
side.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably pretty painful still.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd have a splitting headache. So would you, for that matter, Therithiel.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it.
Okay, so as you guys are like,
I'll
Oh.
help. I'll look around the room too.
okay, are you aiding or doing your own check?
No, I'll do my own.
Okay, so each of you can make, I guess this would be investigation.
Damn it.
Please be good. Natural 20.
Nice.
Finally.
Hey, and an
Oh,
18.
18.
Nice. Okay, so first of all, nope, no first of all, it's just the one thing.
Oh.
Alrighty then. So
can add
you
more if you
guys kind of, so Cora, you kind of search through most of the room, like you check under their bedrolls in them. You start looking for maybe if they had any hidden anything. In fact, I know, Cora, I'll get back to as you're searching the room. Something catches your eye, Dracon.
I'm angry searching, by the way.
You notice that there are muddy footprints that go back and forth between the rubble opening and where you saw the bandit leader hanging out.
Okay.
And there's a lot more than you'd expect for someone who's just, coming for general traffic. Almost like maybe there's something there. So following a gut instinct, you go out onto the rubble a little bit and kind of have a look around, and you find that one of the stones is a little awkwardly positioned, as though it didn't fall that way naturally. Someone put it there. And moving that large pile of debris, that large piece of debris, you find that there was a wooden chest under it in the rubble.
Okay.
Good find.
Now, by the time
Oh,
by the time this has occurred, Cora, you have found that the one tapestry in the room, which I didn't mention, that tapestry bears the motif of elemental water. At this point, you guys know what it looks like. But the tapestry is new and was hung. And because you're Cora and you do strange things sometimes, you look behind the tapestry, and sure enough, you actually find that there is an open passage and a curving stair that goes down.
Guys, look what I found.
I'm busy.
I'm tired.
Oh.
I look over just to see what she's doing.
Yeah, I'll look, but
There's a passageway down here.
No, there's only well.
Exhausted, like.
I don't want to step in. I just want to kind of pie the edge here, see if there's anything there.
Peeking down, it's just dark. Though, for a moment, you can hear a distant chain rattling.
No,
did
not another
that
snake.
did that tapestry look like it was new, or like it might have been originally? Okay.
It looked very new, because you've seen a lot of the other tapestries in here. They're all torn apart, moth-eaten, ruined. This looked like someone recently made it.
Cora, where are you in relation to this door since you found it?
I'd probably be like right here.
We've got
Like-
what we came for.
I whisper to you, there might be prisoners or slaves down there.
Oh, they were trying to get people, right? Enslave them? Well, we shouldn't go down there right away.
We've got
There might
what
be
we
more
came
of them.
for. We've got Sethwith. We can ask the midget, the halfling, sorry, when he wakes up, what's down there.
Coming from a dwarf.
But I don't.
I suggest that whatever we decide to do, perhaps a short rest, and then decide if we want to venture down.
As I'm pulling the chest into the room.
It would
You're
not be
dragging it in
safe
there.
dragging prisoners through more of this place.
Maybe
Sorry,
we can
could you
go
repeat
back-
that?
I said it would not be safe dragging prisoners through this place.
No,
Maybe-
but Sorry, Ifri.
Maybe we can go back to town and get some help.
Yes, perhaps
Yeah, I
it
think
might
that's
be
a good
worth
idea.
But I need a rest first.
at least seeing perhaps if they are there and then telling them we'll be back. I don't know.
It never
Yeah.
goes like that.
I let the the tapestries go back and cover it. And I look around outside. We should take a rest before we do any sort of exploring or make our next move.
I agree.
Would just a question? Would I know anything more about the tapestry
At this point, I think
because of my background, or is it just standard?
I think you already got the information on it. It's just
Okay.
elemental
Yeah, that's
water.
Yeah, okay.
Specifically, the elemental sin variant of it, the cult of
Okay.
elemental water, if you will.
Yeah. Okay.
If we are taking a short rest, can I cast with a I don't know what you call it. Where I cast a spell and it takes a ritual spell. Can I ritual cast detect magic?
Not as part of the short rest, but in addition to the short rest, you can do that.
Yeah, if possible, if everybody else is okay with that. And I'd like to lay out the gold chain as well, but mainly cast it in the area, I suppose, but on the chest included, to see if perhaps I could sense a trap.
Wait, you're casting... I'm sorry, what spell?
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay. Let's see. You do not detect any magic from the gold chain.
Okay.
You detect some magic coming from inside the box, though as to what it is, you don't have line of sight. You'd have to open the box to see. There is no external magic aura on the box.
Can I see if it's trapped?
That would be an investigation check.
Yes, sir.
Junko will assist you with that to give you
So
advantage.
advantage.
Mhm.
Okay. 22.
22. You find no signs of a trap on this chest.
Is it locked? Did I already ask that?
You did not. And no, it turns out it is not locked. Given how well it was hidden, they probably didn't expect anyone to find it.
I'm going to open it and see what I find inside.
Popping it open, it's almost filled to the brim with copper coins. There are 2,000 copper coins in here.
Okay.
You also see that thrown in with the copper are 2 bolts of fine cloth, a crystal flagon, and 4 goblets that look like a set that go together. And in a smaller inlaid wooden box with ivory handles and decorations. It's like a case. It's long and slender. And does not it does not radiate magic, but the magic is coming from inside that.
Can I open this box?
Inside you see 4 arrows that are radiating magic, and each of these arrows they look like they're a matched set, but they look far nicer than any arrows that you normally come across.
As part of the short rest and everything, I'm not sure if I can, but can I identify, or perhaps give them to E3 to identify?
I would
See
say
what they
actually that on sight, Therithiel, you recognize these as elven arrows. That is to say, they are +1 magical arrows. Therithiel.
Do I see those?
Dracon was doing this in the open, correct?
I was doing it in this corner here in the back of the room.
I presume if you were to hand it to Ithri would know at least their origin and would probably just say the Ithri might know more about these than I would.
Master Ferithiel, may I take a second of your time?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're just
I
spaced
wa-
out by the tapestry. Like,
That hit to the head really hard.
mhm.
Yeah, I'm still kind of, Yes, Master Dracon. What can I help you with?
I seem to have found some magical arrows, and perhaps you would be best suited to use these.
And I'll hand them over.
Oh, yes. These are arrows of my kin. Magical in nature. I grab them and I kind of bow to you, and they will be put to good use.
And
Put a storm
Stuck
of
my
murder.
Therithiel, in the hands of an elf, these arrows, not that it would confer any particular benefit, but it would just be something that kind of you're aware of. They almost magnetically attach to the bowstring, making them really easy and convenient for you. It's like they're connected with the bow itself. They work with it.
Okay, so let me add that. Not 44.
Was that the only magical items within the box?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
I seem to have found a lot of copper.
And I'll like just shuffle the chest around to show everybody.
Oh.
I don't know if you would want to take some of this, but it is a lot. Anybody? Nobody?
So 2,000 copper's like 20 gold, right?
It's 20 gold. I was gonna say
No, I think
Isn't it?
it's 200 gold.
no, it'd be 200 platinum,
No,
wouldn't it?
no.
But
It'd be 20
it's 10
platinum.
copper per silver, right? So
200. So,
Huh?
yeah,
It's
so
200
it's-
gold or 20 platinum.
So it would be 20,000 copper.
Oh,
What? No,
10.
it's 2,000 copper, which becomes
is-
two. Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry.
200.
You're absolutely right.
Like
Which becomes
what?
200 silver, which you said platinum. Which becomes 200
Oh,
silver, which becomes
I meant
20
silver.
gold, which becomes 2 platinum.
Look, it's the same color-ish.
I believe it would be unwise to try and carry so much.
and then while I say this, I do hand everybody, so note this down please. 14 silver,
Hang on, I'm gonna need you to give that to me again for Junko.
14 silver.
9 electrum, 8 gold, and 2 platinum each. And that was from the
Really.
from
How much
everybody,
gold?
Yes.
All in
Only
the
8.
chat,
8.
bro.
Yes.
And how much platinum? Sorry.
2 platinum.
Okay.
Little silver.
Nice.
Is there anything inside? What, a flagon is like it's a mug, right?
Yeah, they're all crystal. The 4 goblets and the 1 flagon. It's a set together of crystal.
Okay, I'll just
Perhaps these may be of some worth. Perhaps we can sell these back in the village.
Looks
And the-
like a set for a royal feast.
The box the arrows came with is inlaid with ivory as well. Just keep in mind.
yeah. I'll keep that as well.
Well,
I guess I'll
technically,
just like.
wouldn't that be with the arrows?
Well, he said he put them in his quiver.
Oh,
so
I missed that. Sorry. That must have been when I was typing it out.
unless you would like to take the box as well for refill, or we can
Um,
sell the box.
Yeah, I'll take the box as well.
I was gonna say there
I'll put-
is an elven motif to it. Like the box has ivory leaf decorations kind of etched into it, or set into it, I should say.
Okay, I'll just hand him the box as well then.
Thank you, Master Dracon.
You're welcome, Master Ferrifiel.
As I take my short rest, nearly fall asleep from being exhausted.
Yeah, I kind of wander between this open area here and back here, just make sure no one or nothing could come and try to attack us.
Um,
And don't
I'm
forget
gonna
you can
use-
use. Okay, you knew.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if everybody else has, but don't forget you can use your hit dice if you need to heal.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
if you have abilities like, for instance, Arcane Recovery, you can use that.
I believe I can only use that once a day, or am I wrong?
You can use that once a day, but it must be during a short rest.
Why did
Yeah,
I
so
not
I've,
roll
I've
that
already
for my
used it.
level?
I've already used Arcane Recovery earlier on. It was when we was resting outside the tower. I used it, so
Oh, I wish I could heal better.
I don't know if I should use one. I might as well use it. Heck it.
I rolled 12 on my d12. I'm
I'm back at max HP.
I'm back of it, but on one hit dice. I'm
I'm
back
not.
at max.
Wait, sorry, I spaced
But that's
out.
only because I rolled garbage on my level up.
We're rolling hit dice.
Yeah.
If
for
you need
those-
to
I
heal.
presume we're not interrupted during the short rest.
You are not. You are not at
So-
all.
The only thing Ithri is going to do is he'd say to Eloin, I'm sorry I let you go first in there. I thought you were going to do something bear-like.
It was my
You literally-
choice.
Yeah, but I won't let it
Don't be
happen
sorry.
again. It was a tough fight, huh? I've never actually killed a person. Feels weird.
Me neither.
And this is out loud, so everyone would hear. This is,
Yeah, and I'm
Secret
just thinking
conversation.
about thunder waving everybody. It's like, yeah.
You did well.
I
Fuck
mean,
'em.
we didn't have a choice, so I don't feel bad, but it's.
That guy who was up on the rocks, he tripped and fell and broke his neck. I didn't mean to do it. I feel really bad.
Eloin chuckles a little bit.
Don't. Yeah,
I don't say anything.
don't feel bad. These guys had no qualms about killing anyone who wasn't apparently valuable to them. It just,
I will say, by the way, Dracon, you and Junko
sir.
were raided by bandits prior to being raided by that ogre. Some of
Yes.
these faces do look familiar.
Miss Junko, it seems these are part of the bandits that robbed us while we was on the road heading to Hummelbank.
They were.
Was the leader part of them?
You didn't see him.
Can I go from what we was told in the town by the caravan guard and the general, like, who was it? A dwarf who said that there was a leader, but he
Shepwith
wasn't a
said that.
leader?
It
Yeah.
was Zethwith who said that, yes.
Would I be able to put two and two together and imagine this is the guy?
You tell me. You can put whatever you want together. I'm not.
Okay, so yeah, I'm assuming. Okay.
I
seems
presume.
that-
Sorry, you go ahead.
Go ahead, Master Ifri.
No, that was going to be an overgame thing. I presume the amount of bedrolls in here matches the amount of bodies.
Actually, there are more bedrolls. Looks like there are 3 additional bedrolls.
I don't think we found everyone.
It seems
you
we
gonna
have taken out the leader of the bandits,
And hearing you say that,
but there possibly could be more down those stairs, or possibly out scouting, or I don't know. But 3 is definitely a lot less than the 10 or so that we had to kill.
I'm not sure how many there actually was. Just loads of bodies on the floor. I don't even count them. I
Counting.
just wave my hand over him.
Okay.
If 3 shouted 10 at the start as well. There's 10 of them.
I know that we technically have found Sethwith, but that doesn't really lead us to any answers. We found the bandits, we solved one problem, but
Do any of these have anything on them, or did they, that mentions the Temple of Elemental Evil?
Mm-mm.
So
Elemental
they
sin.
just-
But
Elemental sin, sorry.
nope.
Okay.
Ithri is gonna, presumably after this is all happening after the long rest, Ithri's gonna go over to the body of the leader
hmm
and start taking off clothes or looking underneath him
Ooh.
to see if he's got any tattoos or any markings, anything like that.
He definitely has tattoos.
Do
A
any
lot
of them look like they could be elemental symbols, or anything that Ithri would recognize as meaningful.
Make a history check.
Maybe.
Go on.
Maybe.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Maybe this is
Yeah,
the one
no.
that.
Maybe this is. Maybe I should have asked someone else to help with this.
Can I help him? Okay, too late.
Oh wait, that was with advantage.
It would have been
It shouldn't have been.
14 anyway. That's the first
Okay.
number. You're fine. Excuse me. I would say none of them really stand out to you. Though some of them are a little sinister just to look at and make you think maybe they might be like gang tattoos or, you know, the kind of thing that somebody, maybe prison tattoos.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd point it out to the group and say, some of these tattoos look meaningful. Do any of you recognize where they might be from? I'm not from.
Have a look over them, Tim.
Sure.
I'd
Do I
point
need
out
to
the
make
specific
a
tattoo.
history check as well?
Yes, that would be a history
Not
check.
trained in history.
Nice.
Well, one.
No, I'm not. I mean, they look sinister, but
They look
11.
creepy.
you aren't. Neither of you are very well versed in gang tattoos.
Maybe Rutger would know more. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon anyway.
Do you think we need proof that we've killed these fellows? Or do you think telling Rutger and Byrne would be enough? Perhaps they would send somebody out to check. I don't really know.
Junko's
over
going
at the
to
halfling.
walk. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was gonna say.
Junko's going to walk over to the bandit leader, taking out her wakizashi with intent when you mentioned getting
I
proof.
look away.
And
Yeah, I do
There
too.
goes the ear.
in a very quick, almost thoughtless action, she's going to sever the head. Proof. Why does she always end up with heads in whatever game she's in?
She loves collecting heads. I don't know.
I mean, I feel this one's slightly on you, but sure.
I would have suggested perhaps just a tattoo, but the head would work, Miss Junko.
Well,
Likes the tattoo off this.
I'd like to get
Actually,
Sethwith back to town, back to Rutger. We
I
could take the halfling as well, and then maybe bring help back to explore what's ever down there.
before we do that, I would like to come here and get Elowen and Junko kind of like in a hug, but making us all touch foreheads in a way. Like, you know, just bring the heads in, touch foreheads. And I'd like to say Hanta Hantayel, my kin. Elowen might understand that as a thank you. You are not part of my kin. And I look at him, let him go, just walk back over here to where the step.
Could I hear this? Or would you?
I think you've been
It was
doing
kind of a whisper.
other things too,
Okay.
Dracon.
All right.
It was a whisper, just intended for us three.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Elowen.
So I was just gonna say Elowen nods and just looks at Ithri. Smiles. Not Ithri. For real.
Just looks at the dwarf like,
smile
"Right,
anyway."
mate."
You've both been really nice to me, so yeah. And then smiles as he walks away.
Are we going back to town, or are we going down the stairs?
I will really like to look down the stairs, not to engage it, just to peek in there.
I would also like to, but we could do with some rest. I am out of most of my magical capabilities. I just don't know who will be here in a few hours if we decide to come back.
I agree. I feel that maybe whatever or whoever's down there, they could either leave or in that time. But we also do need rest.
I can't rage anymore in any way that's useful, at least.
Can we
Well-
actually take a long rest in here?
It's not the
Wanna
kind of
spend
place
8
I'd like
hours
to
here.
long
Why
rest.
spend all day here when town is a couple hours away?
Yeah, now we're not trying to be stealthy. It wouldn't take us long, and we know the trail. In fact, the trail's pretty much cleared, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I am fine with whatever you all desire.
I look
just want to
around.
make sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure that whoever's down there is either taken care of in a sense of killed or saved. And we have no idea if those chains were a good thing or a bad thing.
I look
Can-
around at the group. Does everyone seem healthier than they were before? Is everyone back up to like fighting health?
I am fine. Just tired.
Not really, but I'm
Fair
not
enough.
completely out, so
I
I'm
think
at
we've
full
taken
health.
care of. Yeah, I think
Because-
we've taken care of most of it. So
Yeah, because even
I
if
don't
we
know.
do go back to town, we're gonna have to carry the dwarf and the halfling with us.
yeah.
we could just make sure they're tied up to the point of.
I'm not leaving him.
Well, if there's other people down there and they come up and they just untie them, so that's kind of
what
the
I'm saying. No, but I mean, like, if we are going down there, make sure they definitely can't get untied from up here.
yeah. They're taken care of. They're all
Oh.
roped up and under control.
Do you want me to go have a look?
You're
if
probably
it's
not
gonna-
as stealthy as
I'm
one
full
would
health.
hope.
I am
also
I'm very
full health.
healthy, but I'm out of combat abilities.
Right.
If we're
Or
just
Thrythren.
peeking, maybe 2 of us should just go and then come right back up.
Whoever
Can
this.
sorry, can you three have a listen out to see if there's any noises coming up from the stairs now?
Make a perception check.
$15.
Listening. For a moment, silence. It hangs in the air. And you're about to turn back to be like, I don't hear anything, when you hear a distant like something enormous walking. And then a louder and like a loud yawn from something.
That was me. Sorry. Draco. "Wah!"
Well, you know how we've been seeing all these giant animals around?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think we should go back to town. We can come back later to fix this.
Okay.
Maybe it's chained up. If we did hear chains.
I'm willing to find that out later today.
I fully agree with you, E3, but I also do believe that perhaps maybe 2 of our stealthiest
I go
could
in.
just peek around the corner.
Oh, I grab him and go after him.
Okay.
As stealthy
don't-
as I can.
Just the 2 of us. We'll be right back.
Just peek down there.
Okay.
I
The
do have dark
stairs-
vision.
Yes, and it is pitch dark down there. So no longer dim light. So for you, Therithiel, it would be dim light. And if
that's
you
fine.
don't have dark vision, it would be darkness. But making your way down the steps, they kind of curve and spiral back again. Finally descending to a cobweb-strewn, bare 10-foot by 10-foot stone room with no signs of a door out, nor anything in the room. It's just empty.
I will listen once we're down here.
Yeah, I will also try to listen and
Ooh, 8.
perception.
Hang on, where's my
Nice.
16.
Cora, you hear nothing. Therithiel, with your sharper elven hearing, you can hear heavy breathing coming from the other side of one of the walls.
Now, I can't perceive anything inside the room.
No. It's empty.
I don't know if I want to go in there.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
I turn around and whisper to her, I heard breathing. I heard breathing.
Ah, is it your own breathing? Of what? Like, is it big?
I shrug. I point at her just to go back upstairs.
I'm not going without you.
No, I'm going to follow you up there.
Oh, okay. I'll start
I
heading
don't-
back up.
I don't want to figure out what's in there until we're all like well rested and good for a fight.
Yeah.
Okay. You make
So
your
we
way
come
back
back
up the
up.
steps.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really spooky down there.
There's
What did
something
you
down
see?
there. I just couldn't perceive what it was.
It was a stone room with no doors. But he heard breathing.
Whatever it is, it sounds larger than normal. I believe it is in our
Sorry, go on.
better in our best interest to take our bounty and point at the dwarf and the halfling and return back to town before we attempt anything else.
Do you think there was possibly a secret passage?
There had to be some
Yes,
other way
there had
down
to
there.
be.
And I'll look towards Junko.
Do you think perhaps it was...
Was it an ogre that robbed that dinner?
Yeah.
Do you think, Miss Junko, this is the ogre?
I did not hear it. I don't know. Maybe.
Would an ogre fit down the stairs? Like is
Down
it a
these, it would be
passageway
a
or-
real frickin' tight fit. Like, he'd be, like, sideways and sucking the gut in and...
Maybe they have a secret entrance for the specifically just for the ogre, if it is indeed.
I mean, he was robbed by bandits and an ogre.
They were separate
Maybe.
parties, though. Keep
Was
that in
yeah, I was gonna say was the
Yeah.
ogre part of the bandits?
No. But who knows?
I know you say separate, but I don't know.
One group
We should
beat you
go
up, the other stole your breakfast. I can see why you'd lump them together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want
Take
revenge?
care
You
of
took your
both parties.
breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Should we head back to town?
Let's go.
I think so.
Yes.
We could inform Rucker, and he could send a whole party here.
Ithri's gonna put the tapestry back, just so that because obviously it looks like we've been here, but maybe if some of the other bandits come back, they won't know that we've seen behind the tapestry. So
What
try and,
about all of the
line
dead
out
bodies?
all the- Oh
Master
yeah, so
Ethan?
obviously we've been here and we've made a mess, but
But
that's
they don't know. We know that we found that.
as far as they know. That's still a secret.
Yes, yes.
I'll stand up from the chest and I'll start making my way out.
Who can help me with this lump?
I'll take the halfling. Just toss him over my shoulder and just start walking out.
I'll
Draco,
get
did you
slowly
take
back
all
and follow
the-
him on, too.
All the copper on you, or did you split that up?
I'm leaving the copper. I didn't touch it.
We should probably.
2,000 copper's a lot, and that's going to
It's
be
It's gonna
heavy.
be heavy. Very
It is
heavy.
1 pound per 50 coins.
Yes,
That's not
if we
too
di-
bad,
If we divide those up,
but that's only 20 gold. Only.
If we're coming back here anyway,
They might.
and
yeah.
we're not carrying a dwarf home, I'll carry it.
I
We
shrug.
could move. We could move the chest.
Actually, I think I can carry it without being encumbered.
I presume you took all of the other valuable stuff out of it, other than the...
Yes, there was just 2 bolts of cloth, the arrows, and the flagon and goblets.
I'll grab the copper. I'm not encumbered by it, so.
Okay. So just the whole chest with it in it?
Yep.
Okay, well, sounds like if you're doing that, then Junko has to help E3 carry Zethwith.
FYI, I would like to have Sethwith's hands and feet bound and carry him face down. So one of us
hog
hold his
tie him.
hands, one of his hold. Yeah, basically.
Got it. Yep,
We
we can do
We
that.
don't. Obviously, we don't have a pole. I don't think.
Well,
I don't think would a staff carry a dwarf? Because I've got a staff.
honestly,
good
if it's a
staff.
well-made staff, probably you could, yeah.
In
Be
that
like a wooden
case,
spit.
we're gonna literally hog roast him
Okay. That's probably for the best.
Before we move
face down.
before we move any of them, can I put cloth on their mouth just so when they wake up they won't start hollering or screaming or anything?
hmm
Stick a
Just-
dirty
yeah.
sock in there.
Yeah.
Funny how experienced Therithiel is at hog tying and then gagging prisoners.
Hmm.
Also,
Searching for tattoos.
Guys, let's all get matching tattoos.
As I do it, I'd probably be like, I've done this with boars before, but never dwarves.
Like stick an apple in their mouth. That's,
Well, then he'd just eat it.
he'll just, he'll
Start,
just
apple
eat.
start
seeds.
seasoning him.
It's a dwarf. He'll just eat through that.
I will note one minor detail about this. Zethwith is not light. He weighs about 250 pounds.
Jesus, that's a
Can
heavy
we
dwarf.
strip him of his armor?
That
Just
is
make
without
it
the
easier?
armor. That's
Oh,
just
Jesus
body weight.
Christ.
He's a beefy boy.
If they
Dwarves
need a
do
hand,
run on
I'll-
the heavier side, though, to be fair.
Can
Yeah, if
we,
they
I'm
need-
a beefy boy.
instead of the pole, break the legs off one of these tables
Oh,
and carry him on the table?
that was a
You
lot
were gonna
less
say
morbid
break
than I
his
thought it was
legs
going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh,
That's
God.
50 pounds
I'll
gone.
make them lighter.
yeah.
Chop
It's
it
the
down, though.
Junko solution.
I'm still
Okay.
in quite a lot of pain, so Elowin's not going to be able to
So,
have much.
as you guys ready your prize for transport and slowly make your way back out of the moat house, we're going to end here for tonight. And
Level
you guys are
up?
going to level up.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
August.
If you guys
Does-
want,
Level up, level up.
I'm gonna end the recording, but I can stick around and help people level up now if you want, or you
Yeah, I'm
can
gonna level up.
take some time to do that later.
I'm gonna do it now.
And I may not
Yeah.
necessarily be available, so just keep that in mind. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you real soon.
We didn't all
Bye.
die. Hey.